Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for tonight's stream of FFTCG. We're Epic Game. We like to do a little bit of streaming of everything from Final Fantasy to Super Smash Brothers around here. We have a great fighting game community that comes out on Friday nights. We are going to go to our second tournament here, third tournament here, post our local LQ, so the meta is starting to shift a little bit. We're trying to see some people come up with things to counteract the Water Wind menace. And it looks like we are going to be going over to Table 1. We have a game between Richard and Kyle, and also we will be joined today on commentary by Christian and Jeff. All right, boys, you're all live.
Alrighty.
Hello. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Oh, dude, I'm so lost with them. Like,
Yeah.
I can barely hear us over them.
That's true. I can barely. They're a little louder than.
Okay, we'll bring them down. Just one sec.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so we have Richard and playing against Kyle tonight. I don't know the deck colors at the moment, but we'll find out here once we move on in.
I believe Kyle is playing his mono ice deck because I've been watching him play that a lot.
Bring your mic in a little more.
Like this?
A little closer. Just because I could barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Because I could just barely hear you right there.
Okay. So, yeah.
Are you guys a little bit better with their talking?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, we could definitely manage this.
Cool.
Thank you.
it's a lot better. Okay.
But yeah, I believe Kyle is, like I said, on his mono wind deck. I actually had a lot of fun playing against this last week, I think it was. Yep.
Oh, looks like Kyle actually playing mono ice. You said wind.
Oh, ice wind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so looks like he's gonna have to be suboptimal here, discarding the Kuja, whatever else that was, to play the Duke. And now he doesn't get any search off of that, so 6 down to 3 cards in hand instead of the 4 because they get the search. So that's a kind of a bummer for Kyle here, being really down on card advantage.
Yeah.
Diablos from
Those kind of suboptimal plays always
Wait a
really
second.
hurt.
Am I hearing? I heard a chaos earlier. I think I'm hearing both of the tables. Yes, because I'm hearing Zach.
You should only be able to hear Table 1.
I'm hearing both
Yeah,
tables.
I can hear. Yeah, we can hear at table 2.
Okay, one sec.
That's fine. I heard chaos, and I'm sitting there looking at Richard like, that doesn't sound like Richard. Okay, well, anyway, Kyle played Edward, making Richard discard, and looks like Richard is playing Cadets today.
Ooh.
Ace is probably one of the best cadet cards to come out recently.
2 cadets.
Because you're always going to hit and get value to hand.
Yeah,
These
it's
I will
so
add.
strong.
Oh, there's a Ben.
Yeah,
And
I can hear Ben.
there's a Minfilia on the field somehow in this matchup.
Uh,
That's alright.
Yeah, if you aren't
a lot
aware,
of
guys,
dead
if you can't hear it, we are hearing both Table 1 and Table 2 together at the moment, and we're trying to get that fixed. So that's what the confusion is there. You're probably just hearing us.
yeah, I am a little confused, but
Sorry about the confusion there, guys. Is it okay? Can you only hear Table 1 now there?
Yeah, we could hear you. Or what's up?
that's.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Having a little wires crossed going on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Commentary was hearing both your table and table number 2. But we should be good
I
for now.
I can't hear them now.
Gotcha.
I can't hear table 2 now.
That's good. Well, that was the problem. We're hearing both Table 1 and 2.
Yes.
I will also.
Wait. Why am I hearing Brian outside?
Discard 8 per rim. Lets me add one type 0 card to my hand. I will grab.
And I'm hearing Brian.
We're
Okay,
having
it's
a
fine.
few.
It's fine.
But yes, as you were saying, Ace is definitely probably one of the best cadets that has come out in a long time. I've seen a lot of people trying to work with the 3 elements, lightning, fire, and wind, but it just never worked.
Yeah.
Like, they were very
too
clunky. They didn't really have the fixing that they needed. but Ace really helped with that.
Yeah, 'cause you get that 2 from your hand. A lot of builds are going just towards fire and wind for the most part, because now they have enough targets, so they don't have to keep splashing and get those inconsistent hands.
Exactly. But it looks like Kyle's playing one of your new favorite cards, Flan.
It's not a favorite card. I just started playing it because I'm like, well, I'll play Ice Earth because it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
I'm not a huge fan of playing it. I think the deck's sweet, and all variants of it are a lot of fun to play. I'm just not a huge fan of Ice Earth. Okay, I played Genesis, dual freezing the Ace, trying to keep Richard
Pressure
at bay
off.
a little bit. Yeah, Richard drawing the 4 cards.
How big is Ace again?
Ace is I think a 8 or 7K.
Yeah, I don't think it was that like huge, but he's got a good sized body, especially for what he does.
Looks like he has another Ace in hand, a Rem, and
I really hate to put it this way, but it's really hard to tell which cadet they have in hand because all of them have such similar art.
yeah, they're very similar. I think that's a Rem.
I believe it is.
So you probably just played the
Yeah, we can
Rem
hear each
here.
other. His mic's a little far from his mouth, so sometimes a little quiet, but yeah, we're fine. I don't remember what I was doing. Tapping 2.
You're probably just playing backup.
Yeah.
The 2. Yeah. Either that or playing the Zell, but I don't think you need to play the Zell at all right here, because that does nothing to Genesis.
Yeah, there's no pressure really.
I think he's probably just going to either pitch to play a card that way he doesn't lose anything for Genesis, or just take it.
Oh, a king. Okay, I can play him by
Oh,
discarding
king!
that cadet.
It looked like a Zell. Never mind, that's a king.
Yeah.
It looked like a Zell.
It did. I saw your confusion, but
And actually, Genesis is currently at 8,000 power due to Duke, so it can actually get over pretty well and just kind of get over that king. Or if Richard wants to block, which he probably will, so he doesn't discard his card, that's good for Kyle. I can't really see what Kyle drew, but I think he needs to really start getting backups out, or at least another threat. If he passes his turn, it doesn't look too good here. Sure, he gets the search off a Flan, but then that's about it. But he could always just play the slow game, kind of slowly get into it.
yeah, that's one thing about Mono Ice is you really can afford to play the slower game because one little play can easily throw off the tempo of your opponent. And that's why I think Ice is pretty strong right now.
Well, it's because there's a lot of wind water, and if you disrupt wind's water early game, it's a lot easier to deal with them with their late game, because like usually when wind water gets 5 backups, they have 5 cards in hand. The game's over. You've lost. Move on.
Yeah.
But ice makes that a lot harder for them to hit. So ice is a good call at the moment, just because of that factor. And a lot of the wind water dudes are kind of like outside of Fina and Yasma are pretty small.
Yeah, I noticed that in our couple games that we had today. Even though I play Ice Lightning, just the ice was so disruptive on you, and it was interesting, honestly.
Looks like he's opting to do a main phase Flan. I wonder if he's just going to play another Flan this turn and just take the 2, or block, or just take it easier, go for the attack. I think going for the attack, you should obviously go for the attack, either force him to block or lose a card, because he hasn't taken any points of damage yet. So he's still pretty clean to just attack here as well.
Yeah, both of them are in safe positions. Oh, he is playing Earth.
Ditching Jesse.
Dole and deal 7.
Oh, okay. So it looks
Don't
like
have
Ace is
Don't
7.
have
Okay. Or 7. I guess he's 8. He must have like another buff, so.
I'll pitch Flan.
Oh, for a sit. Oh, okay. Last one to finish off the.
Okay.
Yes, there you go. Okay. I haven't seen that last well played since it came out, honestly.
What does that one do? I actually haven't
Enters
seen it that
and
much.
deals
What's that?
2K, I believe. Yeah, now you can deal damage and discard. That was a good play for Kyle
Wow.
here.
Yep.
That's a feels good.
Yeah, it looks like he was just using the land search to get another card in hand.
Yeah, that's one thing I really like because you go up in CP. You just spend 1 to get 2.
So I'm seeing a Moogle 11 and I think a forward. It looks like Richard is opting to pass here. Not a whole lot you do with those 2 cards in hand. Doesn't want to take another hit from Genesis, so hopefully Kyle doesn't tap down the king and go in for another Genesis.
Yeah.
But this is mono ice, so the probability of him having a tap effect is pretty high.
Yes.
And if he's
it's
playing,
actually not mono ice, as we saw earlier. He discarded Earth.
oh yeah,
card
and he
earlier.
discarded Jesse. That's right.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's playing the 3 Earthlands
As a
and
splash.
Shantotos. Looks
Yeah.
like he's going with that list.
It's definitely not bad at all.
Read this one.
And so he can make it to where he needs to pay 3 to block if he really wants to do that. I don't think he needs to. He's probably just going to try to force the block here with Genesis.
Yeah, make sure that he can't really combat trick him by reducing his CP that he can use. Like if he really wants to, he can use Diabolos instead, but he still can't really do anything. But I don't think Richard is running Diabolos on this list.
That's weird. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, I mean, I have not seen a single Diabolos
6,
yet.
7%
And
off.
Oh,
Thinking.
that's so good. Thinking, no, just discard your cards, Richard. Unless that's a summon in hand, because I
Yeah.
couldn't see what the second card was.
yeah, I still can't.
But yeah, Sephiroth is just so good against the win matchups, just because they want to keep cards in hand. And especially since Richard has been having, to put cards on the board, so he doesn't lose cards to Genesis. He has low amount of cards in hand and only, got the 2. Jamming to Sephiroth puts Richard in a very awkward position, especially since he only has 1 forward on the field.
Yep. I'll do 2,000 here. I'll do 4,000.
Okay, yeah,
Is
looks
that
like he's
about-
just gonna
is that Balfour?
Because it does 1,000 for each.
one?
a Diabolo, so it does
Oh,
1,000
okay.
extra for each
Alright.
player for control, so 5 total.
No.
Oh, okay.
2 plus 4. 6.
Oh, 6. Okay, 6 total. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's just opting to deal 6 to the Genesis. That way, if he decides to swing, the king can block and trade. So he's probably not
That's
swinging
just
with the
damage, right?
Genesis
With
this
power?
time. So
Yes, damage.
oh, it looks like
also
he is going to try to
I'll blow
opt
it
for
up.
the trade.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
no, that's
I
right.
don't know what
She can
it's
ping.
connected.
No, just 2,000 more.
Yeah, so yeah,
That's what I did
definitely.
first. I dealt 1 win and this card. Deal 2,000.
And then he
what is
discarded,
that? Okay, so
played the
actually-
Diabolo, so deal 3,
Right.
and activate because he controls
Oh.
again to the
Wait.
Oh,
Never
so-
mind.
oh,
It's just
so
choose 1 attacking.
one
So you
attack.
got that in
Oh,
the first
okay.
place,
See, I don't know. It's getting
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll just blow this up.
Okay.
Genesis was
So, yeah, I'll
attacking.
just
so-
continue with
I can't even blow that up, can I? It's 5,000, right?
Oh, yeah, it's 5, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's basically as long as he
Okay,
doesn't
so-
actually
yeah,
attack.
just one
so-
thing.
I'll block.
Okay.
It's 9,000.
He's 9. Shoot.
Yeah, so that
Alright,
wasn't enough
yeah,
damage to kill it, and
so
Genesis
then I'll blow.
swung in, blocked,
Then I'll blow it. Attacking forward.
and then was able to block because
Shoot.
King's at 9k,
Then I'll
so
blow.
doesn't lose.
I'll
So
pass.
now,
Alright.
because the guy was attacking, he's able to finish off the last ball.
Okay, yeah.
Yikes.
I was a little
Pretty-
confused there, but that's okay.
Kind of a feels bad play for Kyle, but I
Yeah,
mean,
this
things
is-
happen.
That is the misplay that Richard needed to try to catch up in this game.
Yep.
And so now Richard is in a much better position, especially since the King's at apparently a 9k.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Ooh, Garland, such a good card early on, but not as good late game.
I messed that up.
I mean-
Attack.
Still
I-
something he probably could have used, but
I'm glad Richard caught that it was attacking forward. I didn't know it was attacking forward either. I'm not used to cadets, so I'm glad we had a legal play there. Do you have your phone on you? I don't have access to Facebook, so I can check chat.
so we have the YouTube chat right there.
Yeah.
Does that give 1,000 to just cadets?
Cadets.
Okay.
So not this.
Yeah, no, Richard just showing here with a king and a Yashiro looking a lot better.
Cadets.
Kyle has been stuck at 2 backups for most of the game.
Numbering plan to make you discard?
Yeah, it's definitely it feels bad.
Yeah, they're just cracking the flan because
combat.
now he can swing with Sephiroth, dual and freeze one of the targets. Maybe the Yashiro this
Sephiroth,
time and then
dual
king
freeze
next
the
time.
king.
Okay. Looks like he's going to dual freeze the king.
Let me add 1 type 0 card.
Yeah,
Remy
so,
Experts, okay.
And I'll pass.
yeah, so it looks like Jim actually caught it. So
No, perfect. We're good either way. So they rewind and they fixed it.
Draw 2.
yeah, we were.
Perfect. Tap 3.
Tap it 3
Discard 3.
for 5. Yeah, play
Oh,
ace. There we go.
Jesus.
We're doing there's 1
Such
target,
a
2
good
targets,
card.
3.
5, 6, 7.
Yep, enough.
Option.
Looks like he is still playing the lightning.
Yeah, but I feel like it's only like the 3 copies of what is that, Queen?
If he moves his hand, I'll be able to see.
It's a lot to choose from.
Yeah. So I think that was Queen. I can't tell. And Richard's not helping us with it.
I will grab
Rolling on a second slice.
the sink.
Sink, it's sink. Sink and size. Okay, it's size.
Yeah.
Not queen.
Okay.
Yeah, that shows you how much I play
Just
cadets.
shows you how much anyone
0.
plays.
Would you like to put?
Like,
Tap it.
There's not too many people that are playing cadets right now. I
There's a
remember-
lot more than there used to be just because of the ace.
Yeah.
When it attacks.
Gosh, who was it?
Minus,
Dustin?
minus 1,000 for each cadet forward.
Q that was
On
playing
one
it
day.
for a while.
Go ahead.
I think he was the one that was playing it for a while before Ace. I think it was like
Yeah.
2 or 3 opuses ago.
I think that was Dustin.
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Richard.
No.
My bad. But yeah, Richard is jamming forwards and making it hard for Kyle to keep up. And Richard will keep applying pressure. That's what you just need to do in the ice matchup. Because they're going to discard your hand anyway, so there's no point to kind of keep on to it.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that Kyle's been stuck on 2 backups the entire time has been rough.
Yeah. Like Ice can do a lot of things, but when you don't have the resources you need,
It can be rough. How many cards does Kyle have in the hand?
2
4.
for Emperor, and I'll pass.
Alright, looks like it's just tapped
hand
into
is
Queen
3.
Emperor.
Alright.
Kyle's not
Draw 2.
dead here because he's still only at 1. There hasn't been a whole lot of damage being dealt this game. But Richard definitely looking to get in there.
oh wow.
We have a 9K King. We have a decent powered ace. I can't remember the
I'll play 7.
stats on that.
So it makes it so
7?
my cadets can't be blocked
So
by cards
good.
that cost 4 or higher.
So,
So no, you can't block
his
any of
straight,
these,
his
this guy.
7 makes it so now his
So first
Sephiroth
thing I'll do,
can't
I'll tap
block
size.
any
I'll
of
minus
his
the cycle
cadets.
Yep.
And
I know.
because he's attacking with Sice, he reduces the power of Sephiroth,
Attack
so
by
now
ace.
Yustola can
It deals
also get in.
2,000 for each cadet.
2008.
So at the 8 this, it dies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now he does damage. So now he's able to wipe the Sephiroth and get in for all of his dudes.
Right. I'll attack with position 1.
That's
And then I'll
that's kind of what you needed, Richard.
go ahead.
Wait, so Ricardo and YouTube, it reduces it by 6K. What did Richard say?
I don't know, but then he was able to attack with the other thing that dealt damage.
Yeah,
when he
ace.
attacked, so that was enough to kill it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jim.
I'm not sure how Kyle cuts back for this. Not even a Chanteau because Richard has the
Pistola.
Ishtola.
Yep. He would need to be able to get rid of Ishtola and a Chantoto, but
Like, if he was running Hill Gigas, he could play the Hill Gigas, right? And then hope he doesn't have mana to activate something, so that when he plays Chantoto, which he won't have enough mana for after that. If he cracks the Ishtola, boom, Hill Gigas gets it.
how many people did you cheese with a Hill Gigas that one time?
Like 3.
Okay.
And then it didn't work again after that, so.
Before everyone knew what you were talking about or trying to tech. But yeah, I don't think Kyle really has an out right now.
Because let's see, even if he plays Orphan and doesn't freeze 2, like, it's still not enough.
He doesn't even have enough ice characters to freeze them.
No,
Don't think so.
not
I'll
like
pass.
that. Not like that.
He had a
Come on.
Chantoto, but
He had
This
double
deck relies on having
Chantoto.
4.
There is a chance that Richard just forgets about it, allows it to resolve, like Dominique.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
because apparently he had let that happen, and they both kind of forgot. Oh, Kuja off the top, not too bad.
King?
You can duel him free something, but it's still still game
here.
here.
I doubt it.
And
right?
attack with ace for game.
Attack with size.
Or size, okay, swapped it. Good game, guys.
Yep.
Is that 7? Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah.
I thought it was 8 for a second.
I want to make sure.
So.
Kyle
Maybe have double check
definitely
too.
kind of made that mistake where he
That you stole
just kind of attacked
No good
into
for
it
me.
when he shouldn't have. Like he,
Yeah, that allowed Richard enough room to start developing his board.
yeah, it's what Richard needed, but it's something that he could have easily like prevented.
Yeah, so
It turns out that was the last game of the round there, so we're going to be going to the next one pretty shortly. What are your guys' thoughts on the meta so far, now that we're about, a week and a half into it?
Definitely being controlled by wind water, but it's kind of the same variant. It's not a lot of the. It's not the same wind water deck that Angelo loves to play, where he's playing the whole Yuri Chalinka package, 5-drop backup.
yeah,
you know?
they're focusing on playing Veritas second with Fanfrit, just because the amount of times you cast Fanfrit is a lot, and you don't want to risk sacrificing your Yuri. You rather just play the triple Veritas, and sometimes you can actually go with the triple Veritas double Yuri, because you get access to both Artemisian and not Norstalin, but there's a 2-drop in Wind that you can play to put up to 2 cards from your hand to the bottom and draw that many.
I mean, it's just not the Monoporum meta at this point, right?
Yeah, but like,
Porum's real strong.
Yeah, it's.
Do we think Porum's a mistake?
it definitely doesn't help that you can keep getting back Valafor and Fanfrit. So, like, I don't think necessarily Param is broken and should be banned. I just think it came out at a wrong time because, well, the fact that you can recur Fanfrit and Valafor over and over and over again is really good. So I think if you ban Valafor,
Yeah.
it's fine because you don't get to activate Riku enough, but it's still a problem and not needed. I don't think Poram's broken, but it wasn't needed.
Well, yeah, and then who is it? Luna Freya that brings back a 2-drop?
So, I know a lot of people play on Octagon. They on the
North America pages on Facebook, so I check those out. And they do tournaments all the time. I think they do weekly Octagon tournaments. So I'd go look for that. I actually don't play on Octagon. I'm not a huge online card game fan. I can't do it. I need a card
I
game
didn't even
in front of me.
know what Octagon was until the. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like Untapped, but you can play Final Fantasy on it, and it's just a
Just
some
an
sort of
online-
similar, yeah.
Yeah, just yeah. I'm not.
I don't know how to explain it, so.
I'm not big
How's the
on it.
interface with it? Pretty user friendly.
Oh, it looks pretty user friendly. I've watched people play it. Doesn't look super clunky, but I'm still just not a huge fan of online card games. But it's good for testing, so I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah. But back to Wind Water. It is a very strong deck, but it has its weaknesses.
Yeah,
And the
it's
weakness is hand disruption.
Yeah, making it so that you don't want to play the same pace. You don't want to play their game, because if you're just matching backups with them and not pressuring them with hand discard, or at least pressure on the board, they're going to be able to hit their 5 backups and just start putting dude after dude, or just removal, Riku, and just keep activating the Riku. It just depends on the variant they're playing, whether they're going for the full-on mill variant with Riku, playing the Asuras and Yagrash to protect the Rikus, or if they're playing the Yuri variant where they want to hit 5 backups and play the Yasmat and get those nice triggers up, or if they're playing the Veritas version with lots of fanfrits.
Yeah.
I think Ice is able to handle that very well, especially if they're playing the Scale Toad. It's still really hard just because they're casting Fanfrit all the time, but as long as they're not hitting their 5 backups, they're using more resources. Their Velafor Fina plays are a lot harder if they're on 3 backups instead of 4, so if you get them stuck on 3 backups, it's kind of where you want them to be. They can still, work with 3 backups because they have the Lena, they have Param, they have Pain. If they're happen to get the Yuna Riku and another backup out, play the play and get the free Pains and into, Zidane, that's still really good if they're on 3. But usually, you want to be on the 4 so you can make your Velafor Fina plays happen sooner so you can wipe the board. Otherwise, you're going to get overrun in Wind Water.
So with Wind Water, attacking the hand's a great way, but what about attacking the backups?
Oh yeah, Archer, play triple Archer, triple Ninja, and then this discussion's over.
Do we think that Earth Wind could make a comeback because of that?
Yeah, you can
with
play
a little bit heavier backup destruction
the
package.
Hecatonk here. You also got Alexander 4-drop that can just hit.
New Vincent.
And then, sadly, if they're playing the 6-drop Fanfrit, Calbrenna is usually a good answer, but it just makes it so awkward now because the 6-drop Fanfrit, since it can sack monsters. So in response to you going, oh, I'm gonna cast Fanfrit. Well, in response, activate Calbrenna. Well, I'll cast other Fanfrit. They're like, oh.
Yeah.
So, but still, they have to discard and spend the resources to do that still. So there's that, I guess.
Yeah, Calbrenna is a really strong card in itself against Fanfrit.
You can also check in Lightning and play Hildebrand if you want. That's what you're worried about is the Fanfrits and sacking.
Yeah.
So you can keep getting that back. If you're playing Earthwind, you also get access to not only Archers, Hecatontiers, and all that, which I don't think Hecatontiers in that matchup are very important just because a lot of their stuff are 2-drops.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get access to Vincent if you want to play that as well. His special breaks backups. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But
all right, gentlemen, I'm going to be actually going over to a replay of round 1 at table 2. Looks like one of our players for round 2 decided to go get some food between, so we're not sure where he is. So we will be back to this replay.
Okay.
It is
I'll
a
keep as
game
well.
between Ben and Zach.
Oh, now we finally get to see that Minfilia.
Bellis for Red Mage.
Scared about
Oh, yeah.
earlier. And I'm like, I hear Zach's voice, but I see Richard's fields. And then I hear Ben, and I'm
Bergen
like,
for Yatsuyu.
oh, okay.
Pass.
It's like I'm not seeing Darling in the Franks and then the guy.
So it looks like Zach's
We'll
breaking in the
ditch,
fire tonight. Just
Sol
going back
for
up, ditching
Celeste for
Goliath and
Sidloff,
another card.
and then
I think it looks like
Riku
a
for
March,
Moogle.
only because I can see
Bingo.
the experts.
All right.
It looks like Ben's also going to follow up with 2 backers playing an Ice Wind variant tonight, jamming Sidwoff and a Moogle 11, holding a Minmu Celeste in hand. So next turn, he could freeze one of the backups, set Zach down a little bit, just depending on what Zach does. Because if Zach actually goes haste forward, it's really good for Ben because Ben can play.
Nick, did you get?
Celeste,
Nick, did you get up?
Dola,
Oh, you're waiting for other
Frozen,
pairings. Never
And
mind.
if it happens
Ditch
to be on
Black
the
Waltz
curve,
for
he can
Kaya's
kill
pass.
Celeste. Looks like he's just jamming a Kaius. I haven't seen that boy in a long time. So Kaius is
Brave,
a
and then when he
9,000
dies, you discard?
Looks like Kaius.
Yep.
Okay.
Or is that not? No, it's not a dark enough background for Kaius. He is a really dark background. Is that?
I have
I actually cannot. I have no idea what that is actually. If that
Ditch
might be
Pain and
Chaos.
Minwoo.
Or Caius, which is a
I'll play Cam.
9,000 Brave when it
Well,
dies.
hello,
It's
Cam
discard
Minwoo.
card. So it looks like Ben's going to jam that Cam, discarding the Minwoo. And it looks like a pain trying to get the Chaos because Ben actually is playing
And
three
I'll
colors. He showed me
ditch.
his list earlier today. So
That's why I noticed.
That's why
Yeah,
he's
we'll
jamming
ditch.
the Cam so he can get this Chaos on board and be able to play all three colors in his deck.
But why discard a Minwoo when he's playing up against
I'll
Fire?
ditch Devout for.
Fire has a lot
you
of
can
good
go.
ping.
All right.
damage.
Because I think he's hoping this Camelot is just going to stick, and he could just say Fire that way and have a decent answer against the Fire with
Oh,
this
thank you.
Camelot. So I think
Yeah.
that's why he discarded the Minwoo. Either that or he needed it for certain fixing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ditch
Or he has a
Brunhilde
Moogle of an
for
in-hand that can
Labreu.
search for a Minwoo at any given time.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot.
Play
Moogle
Lava
Legends
Spider,
just
go
too
combat.
good.
Lava
Swing
Spider.
13.
Yep.
Getting over for 1,200.
Pass turn.
I will call
9,000
Fire.
plus 3.
I love Lava Spider. It's such a funny card.
It is. Too bad it just says until the end of the
Yeah.
attack. If it just said until end of turn, it'd be a lot better. But no, sadly it says after the attack, so it just becomes its normal attack once it's done attacking.
Yeah, I mean, you could
I'll
probably
ditch
still
Pain,
use
Celeste,
it in like
tap
a
Chaos.
Earth Fire
I'll play
combat
Minwoo.
tricky type
Okay.
deck.
And
Looks
back.
like Ben is.
Oh, hey, look, the
playing- yep,
Memphilia.
the Earth. Here's where the Earth is. Getting back the Minwoo. Okay, there we go. He can get back the Minwoo this way if he wants to.
That's fair.
He can get back the. Well, he doesn't. I don't think he wants to get back the Celeste in this case, just because Caius is Brave, so there's really no point unless he's planning on in the future throwing the Caius and then playing the Celeste to keep the Caius in check. But
Yeah.
I'll get Riku
I
and
don't
Pain.
think he needs to get the Caius. Looks like he's just gonna grab
And then-
Yuna and or Riku and Pain just to get that lock on the
I'll
board.
pass.
Another
Alright.
reason why maybe he didn't want to play the Minwoo is because a lot of stuff he's gonna play is not gonna be able to be targeted anyway.
Oh.
Because the Riku and the Pain will give protection from summons and abilities, and then the
Go combat. Swing 13.
Camelot, which I'm assuming is fire,
Second main.
Yeah.
will be able to.
I would
hold
really
off.
hope so.
Or they just they just missed it.
Bergen.
And he's still there.
Yes.
Is that a Furion?
Block, where's block deals 7?
Or is that a Warrior of
Okay.
Light?
Yep.
My turn?
Yeah.
Or is that a Bergen? Oh, it's a Bergen. It's the 3K that can only be played with fire backups. And if he gets a 7K, 8K with the Brow, when he blocks or is blocked, he gets to deal 7K
Ditch
to a forward, I think.
Pain. Tap 2 to play Emperor.
The Jiggly
And
Boys
then I'll ditch.
are the Jiggly Boys. No, it's
Riku,
Ginkgo Boys,
tap
not
Chaos. I'll play
Jiggly.
Garland.
Call me fat.
All right.
You can go.
Call me
I
fat Merlin.
take offense to that.
Come
man.
from the
just have to build
Facebook.
something
Call
right.
me
Yeah.
fat.
After you draw.
I
your turn.
am
Oh yeah.
not offended whatsoever.
Let's think this one through.
No, he meant Giggly.
Yeah.
Jiggly. Jiggly boy. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll
Sorry,
do
guys.
Brave.
So it looks like he got Emperor and Garland out. That is
Yeah, he's
real
trying,
good.
He's trying to get trying to put Zach behind, and just needs to have a bigger board than Zach. And after that, he doesn't have to worry about real anything.
Go to combat.
Yeah, especially
Swing
since like
13.
Kalimnar is just like this stupid big baddie
Swing
that
9.
really
Or you 12.
can't.
Yeah.
But
I'll
Borgin
take that
is
too.
interesting here. He's going to be able to kill,
Second
or no,
main.
he just gets in for free. So at least he's able to put on the pressure.
Play ninja and pass.
But I was thinking when he dealt damage, he was able to deal 7 as well. So I was like, oh, he gets to kill the Gnarlin here. But no. Oh, it looks like round 2 is
sounds
finally
like-
going to go up here.
Yeah.
I'll pay
So
Ice
I wonder if we'll be
to
able
freeze
to
Bergen.
finish watching this
Alright.
game. Unless they're already set up. Either or. I don't mind.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm curious to see who actually got this game.
Ditch.
Because he can just keep this Camelot up. And,
I'll play Star Sickle.
Yeah, it looks...
It
Play
really
Star
doesn't
Sickle.
help that that's a big boy brave
Oh, okay.
on attack.
Yeah, I think Ben just needs, trying to stabilize.
Yeah, you're not playing against Mill.
Trying to get all the backups out, get his forwards done. Because, like, Zach is in this position where all he can do is kind of attack, and Ben just kind of needs to hold up
And
his.
I'll pass.
Oh,
All right.
Hello.
Please duel a character.
Yep.
Sorry, I got distracted.
I know, me too.
Definitely lost track of what I was saying. So it is okay.
Cards in hand?
1.
1.
But I think at this point, Zach is going to have a hard time dealing with Ben's board that he is trying to accumulate. Because now Ben's at 5 backups with 3 forwards on board.
1.
He just got another Moogle 11, so he's just going to be able to grab whatever he needs.
Go combat.
But at the same time, Zach has Lava Spiders.
He's
He
mad.
has Organ.
Outbreak.
As long as he
Lava Spider.
keeps coming
Dang.
in with,
No longer has
It's
the
actually doing
Wow.
work for once.
Yasmat off the top, killing the monster. Okay, I take it all back. Because like, as long as Zach keeps up his constant aggression, he's at 0
1
damage.
ditch.
So he could
Red
get
Mage
Ben
for
to
Vivi, dealing
7
5
for
to
Vivi.
Emperor.
Ben
and
only has
then
1 card in hand.
Ditch
Vivi's
Ayumi
doing
for
4K,
Facilier,
5K.
paying 1 more to deal 5 to Emperor.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks like he's just trying to get a dude on board and get his
And
Red Mage active.
pass
next turn.
turn.
And he is a ninja. So it looks like Zach's going to try to end it next turn. Otherwise,
I feel like it's.
Ben's going to be able to save
Looks like
Keep
Ben
Organ
won.
frozen.
Ah, yeah. Ben won. Okay.
Gosh, the spoilers.
Come on, guys, you're ruining the magic. All right, well, we are going to pause this replay here and actually go over to live round 2. We have Ben and Nikki sit down, then they're just about ready. So we'll be right over with them in just a sec.
So I'm
You're the
gonna
one who
assume-
spoiled it.
Yeah.
These things happen.
So it looks like Ben was able to save a lot.
Yeah. I mean, at 5 backups, a Camelot, and a Garland, it's looks like the camera is a little tilted, or their playmats are.
Oh, their playmats are nice and tilted, as per the usual. All right, Nikki and Ben, you guys are good to go whenever you want. If you can pull your playmats a little bit toward Nick, that would be great. And a little bit, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this orientation.
Towards Kevin.
Bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ben's
like
doing
that.
the right thing. There we go.
How's that?
A
It
little
looks-
back. A little back.
Looks beautiful, guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, this is a lot better than it was.
What? Yeah,
Yes.
I guess I'll keep.
Okay,
That was very
so,
tilted.
Ben playing, his 3-color deck he was playing last round
Let's
here.
ditch Hildigus.
Which I love 3-color
Also
color
Gemini.
variants. They're my favorite.
And
Yeah,
Celeste.
Wow, Marilyn. 7 p.m., huh?
I'll get Hildigus and Celeste back.
That's fine.
So playing Infinity turn 1, not always the best thing, but sometimes you just have to do it.
I mean, at least it
discarding-
gets you 2 back.
Yeah. And then your opponent responds with Misdrag. You're like, you did 2 for that? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
3 for
like-
3.
Yeah.
And
That would suck, just playing Vishilia and getting your yard removed. I'm like, okay, I played 6 mana for
Backup.
I'll ditch Celeste.
Yay.
For credits.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
I just opted to play 2 backups here this turn. Nick playing Mono Ice. Thinking this matchup is just going to try to get to 5 and then just start jamming ice cards. Or probably playing Edward after this if he can. I don't know his hand right now.
So, Ben's playing Hellgigas, Christian.
Yeah, that makes me super happy. So, because if Nick tries to break his scholar, he'll cancel it. And how Sid Wolf can actually bring back Hellgigas too.
Oh, yeah, it's a monster.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's strong. Look at that. Hellgigas just.
Ghost and Sid Reigns and tap.
Yeah.
Play Setzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
like
like he's
Sid.
getting
Well,
Wind
doesn't it
Scepter. So
cancel
he
its
can.
effect?
It's not an action.
Yeah, it's
Auto.
not just a trigger. Yeah, it's
Oh,
auto
yeah,
trigger.
you're right, you're right.
So he's gonna go search for the Banana Sid. So
I
you
thought
play
for
the
some
Banana
reason-
Sid, go get a search.
Oh, that card
Find
really
action.
busted.
No,
Everyone
that
would be
card-
running
or,
it.
I know.
lock.
Canceling action's still pretty good.
It is. I'll grab
It's not
Stallion
Ishtola.
Empire Shade.
Or he might
Oh,
wait.
Banana Sid. I don't know why I mentioned
But I
that. was
don't
gonna
think
do
you
this.
wait.
Oh.
Yeah, you just jam it.
Let me grab.
Either lock or Celeste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Grabbing the Celeste, hopefully drawing to lock.
Grabbing
next
the
turn, so he
banana
can
for banana.
Yep. And now he's at 3 backups, so the sets look pretty good. So Ben drawing into some cards.
You good, Christian?
I am good.
All right, cool.
How much fun do I want to have on stream here?
I think I see a Celeste.
The answer, Ben, is all the fun.
Exactly. You always go for all the fun.
Thank you, voice up in the clouds.
You're welcome.
God?
Yeah, we'll ditch
Ooh, I like this.
Use Matt.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's just
Oh
playing
my
these.
God.
Oh.
Okay
See,
then.
so he's just ditching his hand, playing the
Okay.
Azmat to break the Setzer, which is actually kind of good because next turn he can just activate the Azmat with his
Bingo.
effect during the main phase and get in for
Oh
one.
God.
But
That's gross.
this is exactly where Nick wants Ben to be. No cards in hand, so Nick can actually play his backups, and once Ben finally has cards in hand, he can play his hand rip and just be exactly where he wants it to be. But there's the Azmat that can keep untapping his stuff.
I'll play Celeste.
Target.
It doesn't matter. I'm in Philly. Go ahead.
Activate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, so Nick was just like, doesn't matter what I target. I'm going to target your Ben affiliate because Ben's
Bitch,
obviously going to
Riku.
choose to activate all his
I'll play Celeste.
characters with the Azmat.
I'll target.
Now, Ben playing his own Celeste, probably targeting the...
Sure.
It doesn't matter because if he chooses the...
Go combat.
He kind of wants to keep the Scholar open because, well, if he activates Scholar, Hogan just cancels it, and then Nick's down to back up.
No cards in here?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm gonna sit off.
Oh, you played that
playing
Celeste.
Celeste. Since
Nice.
Ben has no cards in hand, he gets the last effect able to break
just play the one?
Azmat.
I do play the one.
Dang.
So
The
good.
I
one.
will.
And now he
have to
can...
turn
I will survive.
He doesn't have the Duke Guard in play, so he can't just come on in with the Celeste.
Yeah, I mean,
Just because they're going to trade. Nick doesn't want to be trading here. He just wants to next turn try to tap down the Celeste or get Celeste to be bigger than his Celeste, drop another forward, and just continue
Cards in hand.
stabilizing his board. So Ben is just in a very rough position. Having only 2 backups and only less than 2 cards in hand is really rough against an ice matchup, just because he has to spend constant resources to keep up in the game, and ice because
Just
of the point of
loves to
playing
take
ice.
it away.
Correct.
just loves to take it away. It's probably one of my favorite parts about ice. Hence why I added ice to lightning so long ago. But I still need to pick up my Sephiroths and 2 other Renoas so that I can finish up my deck.
Yeah, do that before they hit $60 for a regular for no reason. I think
know.
they're at like 35 right
I'll
now
play
for the Sephiroth.
Something like that.
This is a really good time to play Locke because now he has the Gastallion person and the Celeste.
And
So
your
nice, discard a card and I can just
Celeste.
come on in with the
Cards
Celeste.
in?
He is okay with the trade here now, so he's just coming on in and knowing Ben is probably just gonna take it because, well, didn't have any damage on the board, so now Ben's at 1, hitting a mid-move, which he kind of needs as backup so he can start just dropping his 5 and 7 drops less awkwardly and try to catch up with Nick. But
Yeah,
there we go.
that's fair.
Now he has
Now
access to all his colors.
Yeah, he's able to fix everything in his hand. He doesn't have to ditch one card just to overpay for whatever.
But now if Nick had a Sephiroth, he'd be able to
That's
discard
my
2. But I believe
Is it dull and you
Nick,
draw?
Yep.
I believe Nick is not playing Sephiroth. He's just
Enter
going
combat?
for low the ground
Awesome.
dudes
Yeah.
and just dueling things as soon as possible
Ooh,
so he can
Shanto.
get in for his lock and his
Awesome.
Celestes and all that jazz. Instead of
Ooh,
focusing
and an Ishtar.
on ditching 2 for Sephiroth, I think his highest cast card
I'll play
is
Jill.
5 for the Zerg Dragon.
Go ahead.
And now he can just play the Jill, freeze the Celeste, and just keep Ben constantly behind, constantly in aggression, down, and just under pressure. Just
Sorry.
Richard on the side here,
Whatever.
you know, just chilling on the pole and watching the game from our perspective.
Yeah, it looks like Cephis are $35 each,
Bingo.
regular.
Gross. I'm glad I have my foils. Maybe I should sell them though.
Entering combat?
Yes.
I'll buy them.
$60 for foils. Yeah, they're around there.
I'm paid this Friday.
No, I don't want to get rid of them.
They won't be that far.
Well, I don't have any other Sephiroths.
I'll swing so
I only have 3 of the foils. That's
Well,
it.
with the 180 you're about to make off of me.
Getting the EX burst, finding Shantoto, and being able to wipe the board.
Being 4K here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Nick doesn't have discard 2. Otherwise, Ben is no longer feeling good. Ben will continue to be behind. Because this Shantoto is going to be very important just to help Ben catch up. But I believe Nick has some threats, so once Ben plays the Shantoto,
Combat.
gets rid of the board,
Attack.
Nick can just
Take the damage.
play some more forwards.
Wow.
Wow.
Have another lock.
You got it.
There's just Genesis in the damage shed. That's unfortunate.
That's a feels bad moment. Well, yeah, do you think Ben has to
He doesn't
Shantoto
have
now?
to. No, he doesn't have to, but I think he's going to because he wants to get the 5 backups and remove Nick's board. This way, now Ben can just keep jamming
His own
bombs.
threats?
Yeah, because Nick's gonna probably discard them anyway, and so now that Ben is at 5 backups to Nick's 5 backups, no real board presence on either side. So Ben's a lot better position if he plays the Shantoto this turn.
Okay.
Because if he just takes the 2, he has to discard because of lock.
Play Kujo. Dolan freeze the Hill Gigas.
Don't
Got him.
freeze the Hill Gigas with the Kuja. That's funny.
Foil rule and pass.
Yeah, I just got rid of his regular.
Is that a legal play?
It is not a legal
I'm
play,
cheating.
but the judge
Give me
is
my game
playing,
warning.
so it resolves.
Judge?
Here, present.
Yep, he's jamming the Veritas. Now they're gonna sacrifice the Kuja, which he can bring back since he's playing Mono Ice fairly easy. But this is exactly the position that Ben wants to be in. Hitting that Veritas is very important. He's
Yeah.
gonna be able to get rid of Nick's pressure, and now he can start just coming on in. But
Yeah. I mean,
Nick has a full grip of cards, so
Nick does have full grip cards versus Ben's
I'll play
one.
Celeste.
Yes, targets.
We'll target.
Hilgigas?
maybe
Yeah,
target
totally.
the
We'll target Edward.
targeting the Edward. Okay, Edward sees frozen. Yeah, it's an acceptable rule. I allow it all the time. Like, yeah, get your foil. I understand. Looks like Nick's just going to pass and try to deal with this Veritas. Probably
That's
try
why I
to-
just have an all foil deck.
Yeah, that's true. That
Foil
solves the
rule
problem.
works.
Sure.
Okay, cracking the Sidwolf, grabbing maybe a plan. Oh, grabbing the
Which one is
G-drop
that?
that makes abilities can't add any ability that adds power no longer adds power. How
Oh, so it like stops Duke.
stops Knight, Duke, stops Intercross, stuff like that.
On your pass.
Anything that
Oh,
increases a forward's attack statically
I'll
on the
chill.
board no longer occurs. So like Knight, her
Oh,
gaining
Jill.
her.
Okay,
Is it Jill special? There
Yep.
we go. Yep.
that's a good feeling.
You just want to keep the Veritas frozen there. If you get rid of the Veritas, you can play another one. And you also have to get rid of a backup. So in Ice, you just keep that Veritas frozen and just keep coming
I know
in for
that
one
very
at a
well.
time.
Okay. Deal 4.
Genesis into Renoa to Genesis it again.
I played a Spooky Ghost.
What does Ghost do again?
So
Pass.
Ghost, if you play a Category 6 character or forward, I can't remember which one it is exactly, you can pay 2 mana to bring this card from your break zone to the field high bonus.
Okay.
So I got this pad of paper, but I realized it for... Oh, no, I brought the pen. Cool.
Yeah, you brought the pen a
I
lot.
thought I didn't have the pen, but I haven't written anything yet.
You wrote a line.
Yes, I
On your
doodled.
target.
I doodled a line. Is there a
Oh,
chaos? Yep. And
yep,
a need hog.
did.
That is gross.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, with the Glacia. Okay. And now Nick can come in for 2 for a game.
Yeah.
Or not 2, but with Ghost. That was a very well timed
Glacia.
Glacia. There's Nick just constantly being able to dole Finn Ben's forwards.
It
really
is-
helps.
It's
especially-
literally
see what
the
I can do.
strongest thing. Is just being able to keep
Oh,
your
Tempest
opponents
Scholar.
off of forwards.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe if I make my guy a little bigger.
Right. Discard play Duke. Nick just BMing here and block with the
I'll allow it.
Sorry, everyone. I know.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
That was good times there. Okay, so special place toward the end there,
That
guys.
feels bad.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that replay from round 1 that we
Oh, that's
know
where
the
it's
results of, but we don't know how it got there. So give us just 1 second. We'll be back to that one.
Yeah, this has been stuck on 2 backups for the longest time. It was hard for him to really come back. Because, like, if you're at 2 backups and your opponent's constantly ripping cards from your hand and tapping down your stuff, it's really hard to come back.
Makes sense.
All right, so we're back to this game.
And that includes like summons, right?
Yeah, it's just nothing can be boosted.
I can still hear them.
Man, that camel knot does work against my deck.
Yeah, it's funny 'cause I'm hearing Ben, but I'm seeing Zach and Ben play. When
Yeah.
I'm hearing Nick and Ben.
On a
it's a
scale
good
from 1 to
series.
confused, I'm very confused.
So you're hearing voices is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, voices in my head.
I hear
Oh,
voices
that's
all
crazy.
the time, but
Wait, okay.
I feel like that's a Giggle Boy hallmark there.
Please dull the character.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time. Like, it's what, a month, if not more?
dude, it's been like we did not commentate once during
Dolabreu.
Opus 8.
Really?
Yeah. The last one I think was like right before 8 launched.
Boo, it's the ghost. Ghost coming in clutch.
That ghost did come in clutch. If it wasn't for the
How
ghost.
clutch?
It just dealt double damage, that's all it did. But it came in clutch. It won the game.
It allowed Nikki to have that last forward for the Nidhogg.
Tap
It's like,
2.
cast Nick, you're like,
Ditch
okay.
Facilier to play Yuri.
Cast
Yeah.
Glacia. Oh,
Pass turn.
Dole. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dole freeze, what? Oh no, he
and
discarded.
dice. Yeah, and you still have Ghost. Uh-huh.
And don't forget, he cracked Scholar to get Hillgigist. And then he played Duke to get
Excuse me while I beat him and, okay,
Play-
now I'll attack.
Here, let me play with my food real quick. That's how I felt.
Yep. That's exactly how that was. But, you know, it was entertaining nonetheless. You know, Ben got to use Hilgigus.
Yeah,
I'll ditch.
yeah. Nikki
Delita
definitely let him set up for that
and
Hillgigist.
tap.
And the thing is,
Well, actually, I'll
like,
pay the ice to
outside
keep him
of
frozen.
some of the
And then I'll pay
backups,
Delita,
a lot of
and then I'll
ice
tap.
doesn't have any activated abilities,
Google,
so
and
Hilgigus
feel
is
the
not very
target
good
Yuri to
against
break.
mono ice.
In response,
Honestly.
draw a card.
Yeah.
You guys say Ben probably got tilted by the foil swap.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The power.
I think that's what
And
really did it in that matchup.
Foil
ditch
roll.
Terra,
It's the foil roll.
play your Stoll.
It just overpowered
Okay.
him.
Ah,
You
this is how Ben came back.
Making a huge board.
Please
And
don't.
With a
Oh,
Veritas and a Camelot and a
And a
Garland
and
and
a
an
Ishtola.
Ishtola. Oh, he went down 2
was good
backups,
tech.
but he gained 2 forwards.
I think.
Uh,
Okay, I think my prediction, there we go, of how Ben wins is that he gets to 7 forwards, doles and freezes Zach's entire board, and just kills him in 1 shot. That'd be cool. Slams Wool. Wait, no. EX burst. I'm not ready for this.
Good stuff. Deck.
Good stuff. Dot deck. He's playing the Pain and the Riku package.
ditch the
Oh, look at
Brave,
Archangel.
play
The
Aurora.
summons and abilities.
and Aroha?
Because all Zach can really do right now is just play dudes, and he can't get over at all.
Yeah, like he can't even buff his dudes. Like
Yeah,
even
throw
with the
Zell in
Lava
here.
Spider, it's just
I'll
negated.
pay the freeze burger.
Sid Waff just
And
saying hello.
I'll tap 2 for 7 now.
All right.
And you
Your
go.
favorite card.
Probably.
Yeah.
So you just
Hello from the Otter Slide.
hello.
Yes.
The Otter Slide. So why did he tap the Sid?
To freeze the.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Garland's effect. That's right. And then just plays Archer. It's pretty good. Next turn plays Star Sybil.
I thought that was Semi Lafina that
That's
he
what-
just played.
It is Semi-Lafina, but he looks like an Archer.
Christian, how long did you play that card?
The last 3, 4 bats. Since Opus 5. I think.
That looks like an archer?
Look, I meant to say Semilafina, but he's doing the archer. He's
Archer? It doesn't even have a
Shut up.
bow in
Shut
the
up.
cart.
Let's just move past this. We're above this. I'm above this. Stop.
Go to combat?
Yes.
Dang it, Nikki.
Don't make fun of my English.
Local camp?
English is the
Trade.
most complicated language in the world.
Yes, but it's also my first language.
Hey, I'm just trying to throw out points that help you.
Ditch Labreu for Cloud on Sid Garland, dealing
Oh, hey, look,
I
Cloud.
appreciate it.
Yes.
and then tap to deal
Or
5,
Ben
6.
could win my deck out.
Is
Kill
it
the
for,
Cloud, brings
what
Zach
extra-
brings back the Cloud, and then Ben just
Oh,
sits
increases
there
the damage. Okay.
with his
Yeah,
board.
that's fine.
And it says
And-
hello.
Pass turn.
Also, I looked away for like a second and he lost Camelot.
Yeah, he lost the Camelot in a block.
Okay. That's fair. So is Ben using
play
Maria
Terra.
at all?
I don't think so. I don't think I saw Maria. Looks like he's playing the Terra that makes summons
Right.
cost 1.
Yeah, one more.
One more? Okay.
Yeah. He got a foil one for me because I was like, I don't need it. It's just a foil in my binder that I don't need.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a bunch of foils like that I just don't use. I don't know why. Oh, but I did help you with 2 foils for your Opus 1 collection.
You did. What were they again? The Argath, which I actually have an Argath. It's just in ice.
Yeah, well...
But now I don't have to switch back and forth, so I
Exactly.
appreciate it.
and
then,
one of them
Ferris?
was like... Yeah, some sort of fire card.
Fang. It's Fang.
Yes.
It's the Opus 1 of Fang. Because I'm very close to being done with my playset of Opus 1 foils. I'm mainly just missing a lot of the promos.
Right.
So I'm counting those. I have the Barth promos. I have the easier promos, the Yunas, the easier promos to get. I'm missing the Gabranth. That's gonna be rough, you know.
Why? How much are they?
They're just hard to find. Some people want like 180 for them. And I'm like, no.
Alright, pay 2, and tap
Yeah.
to deal 6 to Terra.
Oh, yeah, speaking of promos, Christian, are you
order.
planning on
Alright, so
doing
what's up?
anything with
So-
that
So choose
A2
your
and
forward dealing
Raban?
at 2.
All with Bergen?
I
Yeah.
want to, but that just seems unrealistic.
Because I know somebody that might want that Raban.
Do it again,
Mm-hmm.
and then do it again.
You?
Then
Hey.
Which one's the Raban again?
get through.
There's a AO something card of Raban. It's like for
Break.
I can't
It's-
remember.
Veritas can't
It's the
block
full
this
art
turn.
backup
Go to
EX.
combat.
Yeah.
Swing 9.
I'll
I
take it.
actually don't. need
Swing
it, but
8.
It's nice. Looks nice. It also looks
Swing
nice.
yellow.
The full art
Good game.
Yang. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, that camel knot
It's
is
like
the
that's
steps.
how Ben closes up his matchup.
But I'm
How
definitely
do
gonna
you
throw 2
spell
Zells
Raban?
in here after that monster.
A some.
So,
letters.
gentlemen, joke's on you. You thought I spoiled the results. Ben actually lost that match. Pause for the silence. Pause for the silence.
I wasn't paying attention. Did he
Yeah,
actually?
Ben lost that match. So the game 2 between Nikki and Ben was actually a slightly lower seeded table. Just to confuse you a little bit more.
But he was on. So he got the pair down, or pair up, and Nick got the pair down
Correct.
on straight.
Correct. We're just having fun with it tonight.
Okay, well,
All right, let's go.
never mind. Yeah, okay, I guess. Okay.
All right, give me just 1 second. We will go over to a match between Richard and Nate
Oh,
on table 2.
that technically counts, doesn't it? Dealing
This one?
more, because he still has to take it and resolve the trigger, so it would be 8 damage, which is better for his tiebreakers, right, Chad? In YouTube, because he took 2 for the arc, right?
But it doesn't matter because that was actually game ones. We can't fix it anymore. But that is something to think about.
Think
though.
about, yeah. Oh gosh, it's Nate.
Nate, how did he? You think Nate got the parrot?
Just confusion all around.
The confusion all around. Yeah, you so
We're messing with everyone tonight.
What is Nate playing tonight?
I do believe it's a 5-color special.
Rim. Yeah, grab size.
Oh, okay, so you can't go more than 7, even though technically he could deal if it was 6, go to 7, 8 with arc, but it's still only recorded to 7. Okay.
It got so much.
Because that'd be kind of cool if you could get 8 points of damage. You know, get recorded. That'd be interesting.
Dang it, Nikki.
Really think we should make like an earth card that allows you to take 2 extra points of damage, or like you get it counts like you're at 2 extra points of damage, so Noctis can go off even sooner.
Oh ho ho! It looks like a certain Angelo has joined our chat on Facebook.
Whoa. What? He hasn't been here for 2 straight days. Maybe he doesn't want to play wind water matchups.
Maybe he's afraid.
I don't think he's afraid. I just don't think he wants to play.
No, I bet you he's afraid.
How did you grab the theater room?
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that was a good
Chocobo.
one.
Makes sense. Alright.
Yeah.
Draw
I mean,
Draw 2. Tap 1.
Yeah, okay. They
Discard
played, is that
Size.
Artemis?
For Risha.
I think that's a
Grab a
Moogle.
type
of
0
some
forward.
sort.
Okay.
I don't know
Alright,
which
we'll grab
one,
these.
but ah,
Yeah, it's like we have cadets
There you go.
versus.
Moogle.
Well, I'm seeing a Layla.
Alright, I'll discard trade.
So it looks
I'll
like
take
I think it's his 3-color Moogle deck that has the Layla Viking package. Because I'm seeing a Moogle 11. I think I'm seeing a Moogle FFCC or a Brothers. So
Yeah, I think. Okay, so if I remember right, this is his 5-color deck that he was trying to build.
Draw 1.
I have 2 dark cards.
Oh,
in
he
hand.
didn't hit a backup or a forward.
oh yeah, and then you just had to discard the arc, go into 5 cards in hand. That's rough.
Sounds like my deck.
Wish they printed the new Moogle in cadet colors, or just fire anything.
Right? Yeah. Not a single fire splash. All the other, you get all the other elements.
Absolutely.
Yeah, ice, wind.
What are you talking about?
Lightning.
SCC makes all of them fire.
Right, but the 2-drop Moogles that came out, none of them could tap for fire.
Play ace. 1, 2.
It's lightning,
3,
water,
4, 5,
Earth,
Earth,
wind, or
7.
no, Earth, lightning.
I will
Earth,
grab
lightning, and ice wind.
Yuck.
this 8.
It is frustrating. I would like hopefully like next opus they'll release like another set of those, because that makes
7.
tricolor decks a lot easier to
shuffle.
play, and I would be very happy. I like tricolor decks. I
Would
mean,
you like to cut?
at the same time, sometimes
one?
that forces a just
I'll discard this Asura.
a bomb type meta where it's literally just you play all the colors and just the best cards in those colors. But I don't think that would happen. I just want better fixing for my 3-color decks. So Richard being able to hit 3 backups early
This is the worst
allows him to
possible play I've
jam
ever done.
his cadets
Pitch,
and just go
crack it,
ham.
draw.
And while Nate has to sit there and try to catch
That
up.
was actually.
I now know
it's
what Moogle
actually
that
much
was. It was
better
the crack
than you
one,
think, 'cause now I'm
draw
not
card,
dying and I'll
crack it and
pass.
draw. And
Oh,
pay
looks
it.
like he got FCC.
Yes.
So now he has.
Draw 2.
Wait, is that FCC? No. That's FCC,
yeah. But now he has just take 2 more things in the face.
8 cards.
And I don't
for
think
one
Richard
Moogle
knows this, but
FFCC.
Nate actually does not have Shantota.
Combat, attack
Yeah.
7. Attack
Nate
with
said that he
ace.
can get away
Cards
with
in hand is
not running Shantotto.
Yes, he says this, and then
And then this
Is-
happens.
this happens. But I mean, it's not like he wants to play Shantotto on one backup. It's not what you want to do. It's just something
I'll
you
pass
do
turn.
when you have to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh, yeah, Icewind Lightning. That sounds like a fun combination.
yeah, he
Nice.
like test playing it. He really doesn't
Zargabath. Zargabath is going to then play.
I don't know.
Okay.
Looks like
Yeah.
he's just shortcutting all of his
He's
plays.
playing the Ice Guy, which allows him to
just
play
plays
these off-color
plays
3
a
or less
card of
dudes. So he's
toss
playing
cards.
the
Oh
Arc.
yeah,
Yeah,
Art.
that's it, right?
Okay.
Cards in
I've
hand
got
is
him.
3.
Yes.
Yeah, Nate's deck, from what I was looking at, is all about playing dudes to play other dudes.
Alright.
Play a combo deck.
Yeah.
He said it would be fun. I said.
Because I think before he was running Shulk for the longest time. The Shulk and the Tifa.
I will tap 3.
That was a good
Oh,
old
wait.
strategy.
Give me a second.
Yeah, Nate.
That
He
does
has
make
great
a
ideas,
difference.
but I feel like he is just stuck with having too many expectations versus what he can do. Because he doesn't play often enough to build up his collection. So like he can't. He struggles to find the cards that he wants. Which, I mean, if he started getting better cards, I feel like his ideas could be better, but he just doesn't have enough time or effort put into the game to build the decks that he wants to optimal.
Yeah, he doesn't have like all the card stock. You know, you
Top
have
three.
a few
I'll play
cards
8.
here and there.
When
But
it's
yeah,
just
his
field,
Grizz is
I
still,
activate
you know, they're pretty
3,
fun.
up to
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, like
cadets.
there's nothing wrong with them. It's just sometimes.
So I'll activate these 2. Yep. Enter
Well, it looks
combat.
like he's
Yes.
playing. I
Attack
don't
with ace, deal
remember
6
the name of
here.
this card, but
Because I
I
have
think he just activates 2 cadet backups.
Oop, there's a Moogle.
I will
Unfortunate. So now Nate's down
activate
one
Deuce.
Moogle,
Blow it up.
and now he's using
Because
special
it deals
to
4,000 for each cadet forward.
Yes.
to break it. I can't
Top
remember.
seven.
It's one of the backup specials to
Alright.
Yeah.
I
deal certain
will.
amount of damage.
have a turn.
Like I said, I don't remember what the cadets do, but I have a vague idea of what they do.
At the end of the evening, there will be a test on cadets.
A test on
Christian, I'm
cadets.
not good at tests.
I was
no.
so ready for Shantoto, man.
So yeah,
I was
now
so
he's gonna
ready
play
for
another
Shantoto.
one of the dudes
No.
that cheats in a guy.
What is Geese? Can I read it?
Well, I
yeah,
don't
why
think
I'm just
he
playing
has
forward,
it
but you're good.
or has someone.
Oh, he's just playing it like a.
Yeah, it might just be to like stem some bleeding.
Yeah, he's just playing it
Never
forward
have
to
I
get a
ever
dude out
ever
because
started.
Richard's just going in his face as hard as he can.
Yeah.
And if
I can believe that, 'cause
Richard has a piece of
that
removal
can't
here
block
in
any of
no
these.
EX, Richard wins.
For the 7.
Yeah.
So Richard tapping 3, probably playing Diablos
Tap 3.
to deal damage, untap,
I will.
and then do it again. But I can't really see what's in Richard's
play
hand, so I don't know exactly what he's
Uh,
gonna do.
It's Tola.
I'm just jamming Y'shtola and then gonna
And
go
I will enter combat.
Gross.
in the face.
Yep. Tap 7.
Oh, that's right.
Because
Because
it can't. Gis can't block.
He can't block
Correct.
because
you can't block these
Trey
'cause
allows
they're
it so
cadets.
he
Yeah,
can
and
go
they cost
over.
4.
So
Then you
Nate's
cost
actually
4.
just dead
No, yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah.
because
Talk about the.
Richard played the
Yeah. I
Y'shtola
didn't know
that
you
way he
had
doesn't
EX,
have
right?
any
I
summons
have
to block.
Moogles
I'm assuming
don't really
Nate
have
didn't pay
EXs, and I
attention
had
to the
a-
fact that
I didn't realize
he
what-
couldn't block. Otherwise, he would have played the Viking.
Yeah.
We all forget about the Trey part. Or what, 7? 7 or Trey? I can't remember.
I don't know,
I
man.
think it's 7.
7?
Yeah, it is 7. Because I remember whenever I would play against Dustin, I would always just like see him jam it and just be like, oh.
Yeah, it's such a solid card because it also can cancel auto abilities
Yep.
and specials.
I know.
All right, so we are going to be waiting a little bit here for round 3 to start up. So now that we know that we're going to be kind of, fighting through water, wind, we know ice is going to be kind of fighting it a little bit. Can we think of anything else that's spicy that might be out there that could stand up to those two?
Well, it looks like cadets have been
Yeah.
seeing some play doing well because they're aggressive enough where they can get to like 2 or 3 backups and rush the wind water player before they hit their 5 backups.
Yeah. They just have that pressure. And then, like, when water's, like, bombs, you can't block with 7 out.
Yeah, and they have to like, as long as they don't have get to 4, do their Val 4 Fina play, cadets is in a pretty good position, and especially because they have Fanfrits. The cadet player has so many little dudes that he can just sack
They don't really care about the Fanfare as much as some other decks.
Yeah, maybe big fan for it, just because it's 2-in-1. So
I love Big Fanfare.
it's a good card.
I just really wish it didn't say monsters.
Yeah, if it said just forwards, it would be a lot more busted. But I think
Because I'd play 3-color monsters 100%.
yeah.
No contest.
So,
Play-
speaking of decks with lots of little forwards, do we think Golbez is time to return?
Golbez, honestly, if they, get... Since Wind Water doesn't have Shantoto, and they jam their thing, it's really hard for them to early play Valaforfina, which is really their only answer to a broken Golbez. But then again, a lot of the 2-drops, outside of specific ones that get buffed for each standard unit or whatnot, a lot of the lower ones like Mime, Marauder, Zidane are all under 5k or lower. So if you just play one Fina and wipe the board, you're good. But if they're smart, they just jam the Golbez, attack with the Golbez. If they hit the Fanfare, then they sack their Golbez and go get more forwards and keep going ham. So Golbez, I think, actually is in a lot better position since there's less Earth. I don't see Earth doing a whole lot this format, outside of like Ice Earth.
Yeah, Ice Earth is probably just going to be one of those. Use the ice to mediate the card advantage that Earth Water or Wind Water has, and then you have the big fatties of Earth.
I think Mono Earth would be a lot better this format if Water Wind didn't cast so many Fanfrits. Because unless you're playing like Vanille into Yang Ursula, you don't really establish a lot of forwards. You usually get to, well, actually, if you're playing the 15 variant, you play a lot of forwards because you play 15. You
Oh,
15
yeah.
Noctis, a different. Like, that's why I really like that engine. You just get to search for
You
everything.
just boom, boom, boom.
But I just think all that removal is hard to deal with.
I was going to say, Chad says Lightning Earth with Lulu backup and Vincent special, which I know that's a route that I'm personally going down right now.
Yeah.
Those lists are so much fun. Are like my favorite. You're just like, all right, I'll play Lulu, sack my backup to deal 6,000, or add Fusoi, I can get to add a card, deal damage. It's just really nice to have that constant removal and recycle, and they're not playing. Wind Water doesn't have access to Mist Dragon.
Mist Dragon really scares me.
It's a scary card. It's actually why I don't want to be running Devouts anymore.
Well, yeah, it's a little green to play Devouts right now, but still, at the same time, Mist Dragon, since like Water Wind doesn't have access to it, you won't see Mist Dragon a whole lot outside of like some Ice Earth decks and some variants people are trying to throw together.
I mean, Mist Dragon seems like a pretty good answer to the Water Wind decks because, they're not getting things back with Borum.
Yeah, that's very true, because then you also have Edward that you can run, which is Hand Disruption, and then no to, like, say, a big Fanfrit. Like, just having that threat of Edward, I feel like could actually put a lot of slow down pace that Earth Ice would need.
Yeah, because especially like Chris is saying, Layo Mist Dragon is really good to slow down the Fanfrits and Val. And the fact that Mist Dragon can cancel their very important summons, because they play triple Diabolos, triple Fanfrit, and triple Val4. Yeah, some lists play the 6-drop Fanfrit, but a lot of times they don't have to worry about it. You may play one. But still, the fact that if you play triple Mist Dragon and you cancel one Diabolos, that's huge.
Yeah, because that could stop their activation to chain into Val4 or whatever else that they're trying to chain into. So,
and that you can eat their yard in response to their Lena trying to get Param, or the Param getting a summon. So Mist Dragon against that matchup is just so good.
Earth Ice.
Well, yeah, that's why Nolan was playing Ice Earth. He expected a lot of Wind Water. I went against him round 1. It opened pretty bad and lost. But
that matchup in general is kind of hard just because they're having you discard, so you have to play a different game than when Water wants to be playing.
Yeah, it definitely. Windwater is definitely a very linear type style where you're just wanting to remove their threats and like chain different spells and then recur those spells and just keep going. But yeah, Mist Dragon has definitely put kind of a pause to that.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to put a pause to this. We have our third round match. This may end up being the finals. We don't know if we're going to have a fourth round or not, but we're going to be going over to Table 1, a game between Zach and Richard. All right, Zach and Richard, you are good to go.
Okay, so this game might actually go pretty quick. We have a mono fireless versus the cadets, and we've noticed like a lot of these matchups went pretty fast outside of like Ben and Zach's matchup. That went a little back and forth. Sure. But I think this specific one, since it's like, for the most part, pretty aggro versus aggro, it'll go pretty fast.
Oh, Zach's going first. So
Belias and Bellius for Labreu pass.
Belias and Bellius?
So Zach having
Maybe I should
to
mold that.
play,
We'll see.
Zach's saying you should mold that. Zach has to do the same thing Kyle did in his first round, discarding 2 for his Lord/Pump effect, having just to play LeBrow. So now he's
Already
only at
regrets.
2 cards in hand, which is not where Zach wants to be.
Yeah, I've done that. Done that a few times, but
Pete and Stola for Rem.
Alright.
Grab 8. Discard 8. Play Moogle.
Yeah, see, it'd be a lot better if LeBrow will brace herself like Rem did. But, well,
yeah.
LeBrow doesn't, so it's kind of rough for Zach. But hopefully Zach can like play an Archangel and then give it haste with the Red Mage. But I'm not seeing Archangel in hand. That'd be really good. That'd be really good. But that is not the case. I don't think. I can see the Red Mage that gives haste and brave.
1 Ditch Facilier for Aroho. Ditch Vivi for Red Mage, giving it haste and brave.
And then he's just
Swing
gonna attack,
set, swing 8.
So discarding, playing, indeed, playing the Red
Pass
Mage,
turn.
give him haste, try to get in there, try to be ahead on board damage. Richard now, since he's at 2 backups, is going to be able to play more forwards, or just keep playing the backups, get to like 4, and then just start jamming forward after forward to where Zach can't deal with the constant pressure.
Yes. And then the Moogle 11 is just so good.
I don't think it's too relevant here at the moment. It doesn't
Well,
have
no,
that
but it's
special,
like if
but
you run into it,
yeah, you can
it's
grab
good to
whatever
have.
you need. It's true.
it's like, oh, I just need a way to go over the top. Let's go get it. Like, every time I've ever seen Moogle 11, I've always just kind of... But
Cards hand? Just 1?
that's also probably because you've given me flashbacks that I don't like dealing with when it comes to Moogle 11 and your old Dedicactor deck.
Yeah,
Play 7.
it's been a while since I played Moogle 11.
I will discard 1. Play Sice.
All right, yeah, it looks like
He's just
Richard's
going
gonna
in.
go ham, playing his 7 and a Sice, because this way Sice can attack, reduce the attack on
Yeah, when it
Irona.
attacks, I minus
So
by
that
1,000
way
for
they
each
can get
cadet
in. Because
forward.
technically, Irona can block, which is not what Richard wants.
Yeah, it's forward.
But now because he has a Sice, he can reduce the
And this
power
one
and get
makes
in
it
with both of them.
so Cost 4.
And
Yeah.
if Zach plays another forward, happens to be 4 or
I
more,
know it's character, so
Richard
it'd
can
be
keep coming in.
3,000 for each character you
7's
control.
just so
This
good.
card's actually way better.
Yeah.
Come on, Richard.
Choose
You
one
got to
forward.
third
Yeah.
round
Sweet.
without
He
actually...
doesn't-
My turn.
Hey,
right?
you know, he hasn't played
And are any of them boosted at the moment? Like,
cadets and all,
alright.
you know, the whole time.
I mean, then
So-
again, Angelo, remember that one time
That's
where he
scary.
forgot all of his unit
they're like
triggers?
banners.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, chat was on fire that night.
Oh,
It
that was...
fantastic. We had RB in chat. Yeah, a bunch of people in chat going, yes, just a bunch of claps for the unit trigger. You remembered claps. F for respects. Rip EX.
Rip.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you that you can be playing the game for a long time and...
Still mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't play cards often enough, you kind of forget what they do, and you just go off the fact. You're like, yeah, this definitely does what I think it does.
Honestly, I feel like that is the reason why Angelo has stuck with that deck for so long. to
I
prove
think
a
he's
point.
stuck with that deck for so long because it's good, and he likes playing it. He likes to play that control game. He likes the fact that Yuri just does pretty much everything. Does everything he wants to do in the game. Draw cards.
I gotta deal with that.
Deal with effects.
5K.
Dole and freeze forward. Like, here's everything Angelo wants.
Yeah,
So he's gonna keep playing it until it's bad.
which I don't think Wind Water will ever see a bad
Yeah,
time.
Wind Water draws lots of cards, plays lots of dudes. That's like the best thing to do.
Sorry about this.
It's fine.
Huh, he plays blue-green in both Magic and Final Fantasy. Anyways,
I'm sorry, I got distracted with chat. I was like,
I know they're. I got a little confused at Chad and Alfred. I'm like, PogChamp?
it's
Ditch
because
Bergen and
the,
Vivi
Yeah.
for Yuri.
oh hey, speaking
Deal
of that,
5K to Sice.
looks like you're just
Oh, it is a
gonna
fire card.
dump the
Sure.
dump and play
And
your
then
get rid
go
of the
combat,
size
swing 8
Brutal.
and make sure that
what's it?
for each
One.
character.
For each character, I deal
His guys can't be
1,000. So I deal 3,000 to Yuri, and if
yeah,
I
4 or 5 is pretty
control drop
weak for
cadets,
Wind Water. I didn't see a whole lot
backups
then.
active.
The only Wind
Okay.
Water I really saw was the Wind Water
Yeah.
Earth
Pass turn.
monster list.
All right.
That was it.
Yeah, it's
But
probably
once
the
we
same
got,
paragraph.
Diabolos, Justola, all these good cards for
That
Wind
was a
Water.
weird.
it
I was in
became
a
insane.
weird position there.
Yeah. Ishtola, I feel like, pushed Wind real good.
Yeah, no, Wind and Diabolos, they got that, and it was just like, yep, we are now like the best color now. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Square.
I'll do combat. I'll attack 7.
This is great.
Yep.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think 7 is
Christian,
probably my.
you sounded a little upset.
I'm not upset. Just disappointed.
I'll discard the sync. The Vermilion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lets me add a type 0 summon to my hand.
The Odin probably, right?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I forgot Odin
Break all
has
the forts, but you can't.
Yeah,
Have you ever
playing
seen somebody
the,
use Incel special?
red,
Like in non-casual.
the red card, I forget her name, Cthulhu or whatever. She gets to go
one-
search for a,
Wow.
I think a
Impressive.
type 0 back, or summon. You just search for type 0 summon. I think
Yeah,
it
they
is.
just said that, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, Odin is a type 0 summon.
Yup, and then just breaks or deals 7, and always breaks because you're playing cadets.
Enough cadets.
I'll grab Bahamut 0.
Oh,
Bahamut 0 breaks a active forward and then taps the rest. He wants to make sure, Richard's trying to make sure he can always get in for damage. That way he can win the race with Zach, since Zach has, he's playing Mono Fire.
yeah, Modifier could definitely
I will.
outrace a lot of decks.
I'll discard the sync. I'll play King. I can play it by discarding a cadet from my hand. I choose something it can't block this turn.
Wait,
But
what in
not
Opus
relevant.
4
Go ahead.
hope
It's all
to win?
ETBs. But you got body now.
They're just like solid cards.
I just can't remember.
Yeah. So if he goes Bahamut 0, targeting either his forwards, and in response taps, because it's no longer active, it fizzles. So I think grabbing the Odin would have been a lot better in that specific moment, just because Yuri can duel himself. But I think Richard is hoping that Zach, for whatever reason, taps his 2 backups and doesn't swing at the Yuri, or swings with just. Well, because King is a 9K again.
I think so.
So if for whatever reason Zach decides to tap both his
Log
back,
Spider?
oh no.
Oh
Go
no.
to combat. Swing 9.
Yep.
Well, 12.
That's fine.
And then swing 11.
Sounds good.
I mean, Lava Spider is
Let's
doing
me
work
add
again.
one type
Yeah.
O card.
And he's
to my
just swinging in.
hand.
Zach's just trying to swing in, make sure he can't cast the
Bahamut 0.
Bahamut 0, and he just needs to keep up
Okay,
on
see?
damage. Otherwise, he's just going to lose. He needs to make sure he's ahead and keeps pressure. That way, Richard is not wanting to attack as much. so he can defend the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forwards. Okay.
Because if Zach just keeps coming in, Richard just keeps taking damage and has to try to react and come back from all that. Richard has, looks like another, a Rem, a Queen, and a Bahamut, I think, it's something else.
Does he also? I don't even know what all of them do. I'm so not familiar with Type 0. Or
I think
cadets.
Richard's probably just going to come in with the tray, or not the tray, the 7, or whatever that is, and then keep the king up for blocks. Or just come in for damage for 2, because Yuri could just dual freeze the king and be able to just keep that frozen and keep coming in for damage. I think the only reason why you don't swing with king is you might top deck like, you know, a haster. But
Yeah.
Zach only has 1 card in the hand, so it's kind of low to do. Because I think the only haste and fire I can think of that'd be good at this point would be
Red
Zell.
Mage. Oh yeah, Zell.
As you play the Zell, you're able to kill the
Under combat?
Yep.
7.
Then I will.
Yeah, I think Richard might just force Zach to use to tap Yuri to deal with the king, so he can get in with the Irona. That way, Zach doesn't play another threat that Richard has to deal with.
Yeah. But it also looks like Richard got that
Top
lightning card that he could use
I
to
will play
just
deuce.
discard for 0 Bahamut. Or
Thank you.
whatever that 1/7 is he
Wow.
got.
And it doesn't have to be attacking. The second one's really good. That's a lot. You could do a lot with that.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, just keep it up to king. So Zach's, unless he draws something pretty
Cards
good
in
here,
hand?
is probably going to
3.
dull freeze the king, get in for 2 more points of damage. Unless Richard decides to discard his hand and
0.
yeah.
Which is okay, but still sucks.
And all your spells or summons cost the same. There's nothing reducing cost.
No.
Alright, cool.
No boosting. Everything's the same.
And if at any point, if Zach has some like really good summon, Richard could just cancel with 7.
Yep. But yeah, the strong play is to just Yuri down the king. But I feel
Go to
like
combat. Swing 12.
Yeah, but Yuri is a big boy
yeah, that's true.
with Lava Spider and the plus from LeBrow.
Oh yeah.
I will.
So he's wondering about blocking with the king here. But I don't think he's... Yeah, Richard's under a lot of pressure and needs to deal with these 2 forwards. Otherwise, he's gonna die.
Run out of time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad to block here and then just kill his Yuri.
Yeah, now Zach doesn't get a Yuri
Walk.
trigger,
Alright.
so...
Alright. I'll pay 1. Sure. I'll activate all my backups.
Ah, that's the
Yep.
card I wasn't.
And then
trying
he's
out.
going to use one
Wow.
of the cadets effect to
Choose one of 3 abilities. I choose
finish
last.
off the
Up to 5
Yuri.
activate, yeah.
I'll do 2,000.
Deal 2,000.
Yeah. To
Is this
Yuri.
in response to anything?
You're
Okay,
attacking
so this
and
is
I'm
still in
blocking.
combat. All right.
Yeah.
So you deal 2,000.
Yeah.
Yep, trying to
on
kill
there.
off this Yuri.
Alright. This dies, and that dies.
Yep, now Richard doesn't
And
have to deal
then,
with the Yuri,
Swing 8.
so he's in a lot better position.
Whatever.
My turn?
No, I'm gonna prevent 7 from doing any more work.
And then he's
How
gonna.
much plus how much?
4 plus, 3, 4, 5, then plus 1.
Very careful. Yeah, makes sense. That's fine.
Yeah, enough to
Alright,
kill
my turn?
the
Yep.
tray. But now Richard
One,
can just jam
two.
some forwards and be pretty fine.
Yeah.
Unless he didn't see any forwards, then he
5 to 2.
goes to 6.
Gentlemen, how much damage was done overall to the Yuri?
Was it 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, 10.
So I die, but the thing is that's a 9.
Yeah,
Maybe-
and then once
so-
lava spider.
No,
It
it's it also actually had lava spider.
Yeah, but this is until the end of the battle.
yeah, at the end of the battle,
It
so
doesn't-
he'll still die.
It's not until the end of the
is-
turn.
It's
Attacking
until end of
forwards.
battle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just till end of battle.
yeah.
Oh, weird,
That's why it
okay.
dies.
So it dies after combat.
Yeah, that's why it
Interesting.
died also. It trade.
Okay, just
I'll
double
have to
checking.
remember that about lava spider.
Yeah, that's why it's like
That's
it's good for
fucking
pressuring, but it's not like it keeps your stuff alive.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, that's my plan.
Yep, that's why Richard had to
Kill that
read it
Yuri.
a couple times. But yeah, I mean, if he finds another Yuri, he's pretty set again.
I don't think Richard drew a forward here. Either that or he doesn't have mana to cast it. I think he has a queen, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he wants to get rid of his Zero Bahamut. I think he's trying to save it.
Yeah, he might just cast it on Zach's turn and.
I'll tap 4.
Yeah, okay.
I'll play trade.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
he's just gonna play Trey.
All right. It's just when he's active, you can't choose him by abilities. When he's dull, you can't choose him by summons.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
All right. On my turn.
All right.
Putting that Trey up, try to block the.
I could still target myself if you try to.
Excuse me, guys.
So right now it's abilities, you say?
Yep.
But he just drew a
So you can
Yuri.
use Bahamut's and stuff like that on him.
But he can't use the abilities because it's
But you can't, like,
active.
use Yuri
But he
on
can
this,
use
is what I'm
summons when
trying
it's
to say.
active.
Yeah.
Trey
that's
is
pretty important.
good.
Yeah, it's one of those like weird cards that you have to remember. Oh, what's going on while it's active? What's going on while it's dull?
What's going on?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, Zach losing that Yuri lost him a lot of gas and the dual effects that he needed. But
Yeah.
Richard having this Trey would have made the
So he's
Yuri.
dull. Abilities
as
hit
good
him when
either.
he's active. Summons hit him. Okay. If you can find a way to just dull him whenever, then that's awesome. You wait till his summon, then you just dull him. All right, go combat.
There's a reverse way, but no.
Oh yeah. Swing 11.
It's
Press
like
hand
Zach still just
is
has
3.
to push for damage and try to make every damage count, or else he's gonna lose. Zach's only 2 backups, so Richard's 4.
No, he's at 3.
Is he at 3 backups?
Yeah, he played one last turn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
It was hard to tell for me. Okay, 3 backups.
yeah, that's how he
Second
was
main,
able
I'll give you a
to
Bahamut
kill
target.
off
Yes.
the
Wait,
last
wait,
forward
wait.
Richard had.
Super good.
Wait, which card is that?
The guy that when he blocks or is blocked, he'll 7k.
That's good.
Okay, my turn.
What's his name?
Starts with a B.
Zach, the name of that card is Bergen, correct?
Yeah, Bergen. Feel the
Bergen.
Berg.
It is Bergen.
Bergen.
Did I say Bahamut or something?
He said you gave me a Bahamut target.
Yeah.
But not a.
Yeah, because Yuri and Aura, I could just dull when you target it, but Bergen, I don't have that at the moment. So I can't cancel the
interesting
summons.
So
Game
much
3.
for a quick game.
Fizzle it.
Yeah. I was totally wrong, I guess.
It happens. It's only 8:30. Like, that's not bad. Oh, JP.
Richard
I
just
should
trying
have done
to.
that because. Oh well.
I win.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard's trying to wonder what to do here because he needs to play it, deal with these 2 forwards. Otherwise, they're going to come in for that 7 point of damage. And if he just attacks, the Boygan gets its effect because Trey will be Dole. And not to mention that Zach can swing over with any forward he plays because of Lava Spider. It doesn't matter if it dies because, well, Richard's at 6, so if his forward's dying as well, that's fine because Zach has more forwards. So I think Richard is trying to decide whether to keep the Bahamut and use it on Zach's turn, then when they move into combat and hit the Bergen. Does he have a tap? Does Bergen have a Bergen have a tap effect? Because
Sir, this is a Final Fantasy. It's a Dole effect.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I'm not. Oh, thank you.
It does. No, it doesn't.
No, it's not
Okay,
Dole.
cool. So then when he moves into
Go
combat,
to combat.
he can break the Bergen with the Bahamut, and then the other guy will
Yeah,
tap
I
it.
really regret playing that Bergen. In response, I'll deal 2,000 Trey. I'll just tap it.
Can't choose it for my abilities.
Oh, it's ability. Good point. Yeah. 4
Yeah.
or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then I'll do this instead of whatever. It's a 8K, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
it comes into play Dole.
pass turn.
Okay.
Zach, that comes into play, Dole.
Ah, I keep forgetting that. All right.
Phoenix would be busted.
Yeah, because then you're just like, all right, I'll
I
grab the
regret
Dole,
trading my
attack.
Dual Phoenix now that I'm actually using them.
Your favorite card.
Phoenix is good. Can't pick it.
Oh my god, that's a.
Oh, is that the
I'm bad
card
for
he
thinking about that.
discarded to play for it?
I think so.
Gentlemen, 1 second. Zach, the card that you picked, was it the one you chose or that you used to pay for it? Because if so, you can't pick that card.
Did you discard it?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
How
Yeah.
come?
Because when you play summons, you play the summon before you discard.
Yeah, it's part of the cost as opposed to an ETB,
When
which
you're
could
playing
get
a forward,
afterward.
when you're playing, I learned about this recently too.
Yeah.
So when you're playing like a forward or a backup, like characters, you discard it and then play it. But when you're playing a summon, it's like I'm casting this. You announce it, so you're playing it before you discard to pay the cost.
Really?
Yeah.
But the backups are still dulled by it. Like
You're just saying I'm gonna play it, right?
Yeah.
And when you play it, you have to pay the cost.
Yeah, you have to
But
declare the target.
It's a difference
then
of
pay
what
for
hits
the
the field
cost.
first.
Yeah, you
Oh, wow.
declare the targets, then pay for the cost, Zach.
So grab
Bergen.
that card instead. Right?
yeah, I played those.
It still
two.
comes in all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so strange.
Yep.
Coming from Magic, that's really weird.
Well, it makes sense just because
It
of the way
does,
summons
but-
work and paying for cost work in this game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
So
think,
the like discarding's on the stack after the spell or before the spell. Or spell resolve,
'Cause you-
discard resolve. Oh.
In this game, you technically you play your summon first or whatever you're playing, and then you show your opponent what you're paying for that card.
Yeah.
But most people just pay for it, then play the card.
yeah.
But
Okay.
technically, you're supposed to show your opponent what you're casting.
Yeah, because it's on
and then
cast.
pay
It's not
for
on
it.
resolve.
Yeah. Compared to
oh my gosh.
compared to like the forwards and backups and stuff like that.
So coming from Alpha YouTube chat, steps to cast summon: 1, declare summon;
Oh.
2, declare targets;
Not
and 3,
summon.
pay the cost.
All right.
But yeah, you have to do that.
That
for
did help a lot.
everything.
Thank you.
Like that was it.
Yeah, it's definitely super interesting coming from Magic, where you have to pay the cost
Did you play Bergen with
before
Phoenix?
you even show
Yeah. It's
what you're playing.
When you cast it and you're paying it, those are limited, but
Yeah.
it's not like.
I will.
Yeah, it's you can only pay with.
Yeah.
Activate Asura.
Sarah probably
Alright.
grabbing a 2-drop
For-
here.
Queen.
Queen's a 2-drop. Okay.
I will.
Watch the screen, Nikki.
Let's see what is it working with.
Tap Rem. Discard Queen for
Let's hear
Alicia.
the Queen.
Alicia.
Okay.
Lets me add 1 type 0 forward to my hand.
Well, Archer's
Alright.
going to get out of the situation. Because Zach has 2 forwards who can come in that are going to be huge.
I really do.
And turn. So he's either play like a dude, have a removal spell, or just a removal spell that hits both those guys. Qualifier, really tried to kill Richard. Get his head. Get in there. Lava Spire, yeah, put in some work. When Lava Spire first came out, people were super onto that card. They loved it. And then we all realized the Lava Spider doesn't keep the power until end of turn. And so we're like, oh, that's not as good. But this situation is still good because, well,
You just
his
aggro
opponent's
it
at
out.
6. So it doesn't matter if one of your guys lives at the end of it if you're going to push for game.
Oh,
your
looks like
opponent.
he just grabbed an ace.
An ace? Okay, so be able to play the ace, get value off of that, and then play another forward.
That's what it looks like.
But I think Zach still has the Yuri in hand.
The what?
He drew a Yuri earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he couldn't discard it for CP. So.
Yeah, so this turn, he can play the Yuri and duel whatever he needs. That's it. He just did his 2 cards, plays the Yuri, and then boom, game over.
Ew. Gosh, you have to have such good poker faces in this game.
I have a terrible poker face.
Most of the time I do too, but every once in a while I just get that like adrenaline rush, and I'm just like,
Okay, Richard is opting not to play any forwards. You might have another 0 Bahamut, so you can just break one of their forwards
Go to
and tap the
combat.
other one.
Swing 9 or 12.
So bad.
Oh, he's gonna use the special.
Kill, please.
Oof. You did it.
I know.
Yeah,
Not
he
that I
he's
wanted
special.
to.
Oh,
He did the special.
for show. Okay.
how much was it?
Oh wait. Oh no! I misplayed. All the forward opponent control. I'm so bad. Never mind. I could have played my ace anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he meant to.
Archangel
it was
Pat.
just- oh no!
Throwing.
So Richard just broke all his backups to break Zach's forwards.
Yeah, that makes a huge
Uh,
difference because I could have just played my ace anyways.
Oh boy. This,
Feels bad.
I lost this. It's good. But
yeah,
yes,
now
1,
Richard plays his ace. Now that he realizes his
4,
forwards.
5,
Won't be-
6, 7.
Oh no. Oh well, Richard. It was fun. And
It
Zach still
happens.
has
Makes
the
a huge
Yuri.
difference.
So.
Yep.
Ginormous difference.
I
I think because I would have grabbed the fire card anyways to pay for the fire, and I would have had the ace. Oh, the more you
That
learn.
happens. Happens to the worst of us, best of us. Yeah.
Grab.
It happens.
Things happen.
Yeah, he
I've never seen someone actually pull off the special, but hey.
I can't remember her name, but he type 0 special, break all his backups to break all his opponent's forwards. But he didn't realize that it just said his opponent's forward, so he could have played ace on top of that and got something else, so he'd still have a forward on board
And
before
I'll
he did that.
grab-
So yeah. K-Tuna. Thank you. K-Tuna. Noden.
Which I took out. All this card.
Just grabbing those two quick.
Can't block this turn.
I'm assuming King can be paid with any cost of a type 0.
Yeah, it makes a big difference whether I can play it or not.
But yeah, and Richard now has the 2 forwards out to be able to try to block Zach's dudes. But like, since Richard doesn't have any more backups,
He's
that's
just.
gonna be
Try
rough.
to
He's
be
got no cards in
chaos
hand
for
either,
Yuri.
so.
And they can just duel and freeze one of them, going with the Archangel.
Go to
He
combat.
has to block.
Swing 13.
Okay. I'll block King.
And then pass turn.
Okay. Draw 1. Draw 2.
'Cause you just duel freeze.
On response to combat, dual freeze.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Scan.
Yeah.
Good game, guys.
Oh.
Looks like Mono Fire might take it tonight, depending if we have another round.
Yeah. I think Zach will do Nikki proud playing Mono Fire. That's That's funny, dude.
It looks like we are going to have another round because the game on table 2 actually just ended, and the pair down, or the person that had the higher score for the pair down did win.
So it looks like it'll be one more round.
Oh, hello.
Well, hello indeed. I'll be right back.
Why you gotta leave me like this, man?
It's okay, I'm still here with you, Jeff.
Oh yeah, the voice in the sky.
The voice in the sky. So, tell me, what's your favorite card from the new set so far, Jeff?
Honestly, either Fusoya, just because you can do a lot of jank things with it, or the Yesmet, just because it's such a funny bomb. When I first saw it spoiled, I was like, it's 9 CP, so you need to discard 2 cards even with a full backup line. But then I read it, and it was like, activate everything, and I'm like, oh, that's why it's good. Plus, it's a 10K.
I kind of love that card, though, because attacking into it, I don't mind the fact that it's 10k. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to dull it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just gives me another buy to dull.
Exactly. As the Lightning Ice player, I have a fun time just saying, dull it, dull freeze, and just having them just have a lot of not fun. I mean, they can still activate and swing in back with it, but I could just get all the free attacks in if it's like the only thing that they've been able to draw. I remember one game where I was playing with Angelo, and he played it against me. We went back and forth, but he overall won because he had all 3 Yasmets in his hand. And I learned the true power of Yasmet. That was a feels bad.
Yeah, that would be a feels bad. That would be a feels bad indeed. Well, actually, it looks like I was watching the wrong thing on game number 2. The player that was paired down did end up winning. It was via mill. He was losing by points of damage, but he won via mill. So I'm going to go over to that game. We'll watch that, and then we will call it good for the night. So just 1 sec, and I'll go over to it.
Well, interesting.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, Alfred, I agree with you. Yeah, Fusoya is cool. I really want to try playing Ice Lightning with him because I feel like it could be a lot of fun. Nikki helped me come up with a deck list that I am trying to... Hey, Nikki.
If Nick wants to jump on commentary for this final replay, he is more than free to.
If you want to join, you can. Alright, because this is round 3 replay.
Ah, I see. I ran. Hello there, friends,
Aerith
family.
Nordstallen? Or sorry,
We're all family here.
Aerith
Yeah,
and
I would
Viking
agree so.
for Nordstallen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's going with a weird version of
Grabbing
Water.
an
Still
Alhamala?
sticking with the Yuri variant, but running the Vikings is very interesting in my personal opinion. I believe that most players took out the water or the Viking engine in most of their decks because it just drew you too much against the mill decks, causing
Pass turn.
problems.
Yeah, but he's also running mill himself, which funny in my opinion, because I think he's trying to pace his opponent's decking in addition to his own. But who knows? The Yuri Chilink, is he running Yuri?
Okay. The Riku for
I believe
Riku.
Yuri Chilinka.
Sounds good.
Like, even part of that package is like you
you can
probably
go.
run it for the Yuri, but just adding the Chilinka adds so much for like board clear potential. Because there's a lot of times where sometimes randomly
Hopefully I'll huddle him.
the 8K isn't enough,
Pass turn.
so sometimes
Alright.
you need a Chilinka to add the extra 2.
And that tells us, yes, that is Yuri
We don't
Chilinka
know
on the
where
left.
Christian left too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yes, Alfred. It does look like it's a Yuri Chilinka deck. Tyler's been actually having a lot of fun with this deck. I really like seeing him enjoy
there's
this
Cooch.
deck because
And I'll
it
play
started
Echo.
out as
Echo?
kind of a test
Yeah,
brew for
I'll
him.
just activate a
He
backup
just
and I'll
saw
draw a
wind
card.
and water and
Update
just
Riku.
thought, hey, this looks like fun. And then he slowly started adjusting to the meta, and now it's just been his little pet project, and I
you can
like
go.
it.
All right.
Question, gentlemen. We have a question about the last matchup. Do we have any idea what the number of cadets you need to run to consistently hit on that new ace is?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Was it forward or was it just job? I'm pretty sure it's just job. So if that's
Striking
it, let's say,
forearm.
2 out of the 7. So let's say 7 goes into your deck about, if let's say you draw your 5.
Yeah, it is. It is just job class 0 for each of those.
Yeah. Thinking. Give me a moment. Trying to do math. I don't want to, but I'll do it. So let's see. If you're going first, you miss this, so there's 4. So then 7 cards. So then probably would need to run. I mean, like, I would say about half would probably be just good enough. But I think that the
Half
beauty
to 30?
half to 30. But I think the beautiful thing
Magic
about the
Sisters?
thing is that it
Okay.
gives you so many options to go so many
Play
routes,
White Mage.
especially with like 7
I'll move Viking.
and like
Viking.
everything
Yes.
else.
Nifty.
I'll tap
Just-
3.
There's a lot of things you can go for. Like you can play 8 if you want more reactivation. You can grab 7 if you need more like aggression, or
And I'll play
you
Pin.
know, depending on what
Right.
other cadets. I can't really think of their names right now.
I'll search
'cause
for a Yuna or a Riku.
I'm starting to get my brain's starting to get toasted for tonight. But
That's fair.
yeah, it's been a
I'll grab
it's
Bree.
starting to be a long night.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Nick.
okay.
Little do you know, there's a test on cadets at the end of the
And you
night.
can go.
Okay. End of your turn.
You took
I
over
forgot
Christian's
about that.
spot, so you have
Alright.
to answer the test.
They're good. Just play them all. I mean,
Makes you wait,
Here, that warns the
you're
day.
not wrong. They have a decent amount of like
Any
cadets are
response to
good.
that?
Tribal
Okay.
decks I feel like will always be something in Final Fantasy. Knights, Scions, cadets,
Right.
especially with the support they usually give them.
Yeah, I'm always a huge fan. I may joke a lot about the filthy Scion players thing, but it's just a fun deck to watch work. Yes, it can easily just be stopped by one board wipe, but to watch
tackle
them
forum?
just go from
Enter
like
combat?
turn
Oh, right,
1 to
enter
turn
combat.
2
Enter
with like 4 or 5
yeah.
different
I'll block the Pain.
forwards
Okay.
in play, it's like,
Poron will retrieve.
well, hello.
This one with the Porum, they're
Chaos
very
Walker with the
interesting. I'm
wheel?
assuming
Okay.
he's going to play the Chillinker or something to deal with the pain. I wish I had something to deal
Tap
with the pain.
Northstone.
Bring the pain.
I'll pitch Alhamalan.
But
Play
You happy
Chalinka.
with yourself?
Okay.
yeah, I'm having a good day.
Okay, cool.
I mean, all things considered.
All right.
Ah,
Jason Trank wouldn't
And-
play with me on Kirby Superstar.
rude.
Speaking of which, at Epic Gaming, we have a bunch of game setups. We're doing game
Astro.
setups now.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, so those game setups will actually be, so we have like a PlayStation 4, a Super NES, and an NES Classic setup,
N64.
and an N64, yeah, that's set up with, that's set up, as long as you come down, pay $5, you can just play anything you want, really. Great.
Chalinka doesn't outright kill Pain.
It doesn't, but he blocked, no, he swung with Porum. He
Blocked.
blocks with
Okay,
Pain,
two.
and then he
Okay.
plays the Chalinka.
Ah, okay.
I'll tap 2 like this, actually.
Is that my phone?
I believe that is a round call. But,
Yeah, I feel like that's the end of the night.
but we can
No
see
worries.
this through.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are going to be seeing this one through, boys.
I definitely enjoy it. I'm never out to say no to watching games. That's why I play the game and watch every episode.
That and everyone needs to get used to a water wind of some form or another.
Yeah, I think it's funny that there are like
I don't wanna
3
pay for
different
this. I'm
variants
actually stuck
of
with
water
mana.
wind.
Colors. Not mana.
But-
Not mana.
Most of us started with
Yeah,
magic.
you're not
It's
wrong
okay.
about
Okay,
like
yeah.
trying to map out like the perfect thing, but apparently that's usually what happens is a lot of people have done this kind of like research for like EX burst where it's like you want to run considering running if like for each 7 you run, you're guaranteed to hit 1 during your game.
I'll have to pay 2 like
is
this.
the thought process. So like some people run 14.
I'll play Mion.
The thought process is they'll get
try to
about
white
2 each game. So that's kind of the logic behind it. I've seen an article posts about this, but I mean, yeah, it would take a lot to really just
My break
math
zone
out
almost
anything.
ready for you.
And with that, I will turn this over back to Christian.
Welcome back, Christian. Are you ready for that test?
Okay.
No.
Sorry to disappoint you with my return.
You ready for the test on
Actually, will not
Zero
play
Cadets?
White Mage.
Nope. I will fail every question.
I'll ditch the Unit
Just
Same.
like I did in
and
high
the White
school.
Mage. I'll play Marrow Web.
Okay.
I'll draw 2, and I'll discard 1.
I was a C student. That was fun.
You know, A's up until about junior year. And I started to slip a little bit.
You actually had A's?
Yeah, I was a straight A student for a bit. A's and B's. You know, for the most part. Like, well, freshman was like straight A's. Sophomore year was A's and B's. Junior years was A's, B's, and a C. Senior year, I had mainly electives. And got a C in every class. Because I didn't care. I wasn't going to college, so I just needed
I'll play Magic Sisters.
Dude, and now
GPA to
they-
I will
pass,
search
and
for
that's what I did.
card and put it into my break.
Okay.
I was a solid C student all the way
And
through
you
school.
can go.
All right.
Well, I was a goody two shoes for like the first 2 years. Of
I
high
was
school,
also
you
a
know.
goody two shoes, but I never did my homework.
I always did my homework. I made sure I did.
But the question is, was Chalenka a C student?
Chalinka was a straight A
Ditch
student,
Chaos,
A plus.
walk over
And
wheel.
What
you know,
about Yuri?
her and her brother Yuri.
I feel like Yuri would be
play
like
Yuri.
the solid B student that's always in like the shadow.
No, they're both A's. They're both A students. Alyra is a proud mom.
Enter combat.
Like,
Wait, actually, hold on.
look at Yuri. How can he not be an A plus student? He has
Don't freeze me.
so much text. He's just
Now enter
like
combat.
he must be
Yes,
an English major.
I will take the hit.
Okay.
It's pain.
What a pain.
I'm
Yes,
done.
but his element, he's limited.
I will pitch.
No, he is
Viking
every O.
and Fina. I'll play.
Yeah,
Layla.
but you can't
Oh,
play
so turn
another
Viking.
wind or light.
Drop
Or,
R.
yeah, light character with him in play.
He doesn't know that.
Go ahead. I apologize. I need to check this.
Okay, no worries.
All right.
Is that you? Is
No. What was that noise?
I sure. Oh, I bet you people put it on their mics for next game. Yeah.
I thought we were done though, because Richard got his promo.
I thought there was another
Okay,
round.
you good?
Yeah.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
have you
but
mark.
No, there's not another round tonight. It is
I'll take
over
it.
at this point.
Okay.
We're just
Oh.
watching this replay and calling it good.
I'll
That's,
play
I think,
Battle
just a little
Battle Force.
noise in the background.
Baited.
yeah, when you walked away, Brian mentioned that. So even though the
I
person
will
was
pay
losing in
5.
damage,
Okay.
he won by nil.
Spoiler alert.
Not possible.
But we don't know who,
Big fan for
because guess what? Both are playing
I'll choose Magic.
Wind, Water, Mill.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to use her effect,
Okay.
and you can go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. you know.
Have a good one, Zach.
You know, I.
Good job, bud.
I think need to figure out what I'm gonna play for the Crystal Cup in August, and I'm just gonna play.
August. I thought it was September.
September. This is August.
Yeah.
Or almost August. Yeah, it
No,
is
we are.
August. No,
Yeah, it's August.
It is
Oh
August.
gosh.
It's August.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to August, everybody.
Sit down.
Yes, I have pain.
But yeah,
pamphlet,
in
pain,
September.
evils.
Going down to Phoenix.
Let's take.
I still need to talk to my
Evils.
my work and getting the
Same.
time off.
Think of it as. Well, I only work Friday, Saturday at Pioneer anyway, so I need to just ask for those days off.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
How would- how would
boss
we be
here will
getting
let me
there?
go. Flight.
That's gonna be expensive.
No, actually, flights to Arizona are really cheap. Like 150 round trip.
Enter combat.
Okay. No blocks.
I'll swing the Magic Sisters.
Pain EX.
So
Nice,
apparently,
nice.
I'm not gonna be able
There's
to buy
not a-
cards for a while.
Yeah,
Grab a
there's not a
unit.
whole, not a whole lot of people want to go to Arizona.
That's fair.
There's just a bunch of heat. You know, no offense to Arizona.
It's just hot. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
Arizona's
I'll
a
go to
beautiful
main
state.
phase 2.
There's plenty of geological fun there.
Wait,
That'd be a middle
which
card.
state has the Grand Canyon?
Utah.
And then I'll tap 3.
Nevada.
Nevada.
Oh, okay.
I
And I'll play
need to
pain.
travel.
All right.
Same.
It's quite big.
You know,
Like
my
One might even say grand.
family friend was talking to me, and she was just like,
you
you
can-
know, it would make you happy traveling. And I'm like, yeah, with what money? Nah, I'm sure you're right, but you want to give me some money so I can travel? I want to sell my. If I sell my cards, I could.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a new experience. Maybe you sell all my Final Fantasy cards, go hike and come back a new man, and then spend all my money again on cards.
And ironically, he'd still be playing Wind Water.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about? He'd
or
come
some
back when
Earth variant.
Dataluma is unbanned, and he'd get right back into
No, I'd peek my little head and be like, oh, Dataluma's back? Free removal's back? Yeah, but nothing takes damage anymore. Oh,
I'll
okay.
be playing you now.
Head goes back in. I'm out.
Get that out of the way first.
I'm
and I
out.
will
Thaumaturgus back? What hell is this?
No, please.
Hey,
I actually
language.
wouldn't mind it right now.
Yeah, Thaumaturgus. I actually
Thaumaturgus,
think,
Gasper, let's go.
yeah.
Or at least it's one of them. You don't need both, like Thaumaturgus.
I honestly, I feel like Gesper would
Yeah,
be
bolos.
the better choice because it at least makes you discard
I
card as well.
will.
And
Well,
tap.
I think Thaumaturgus is good just because
Oh, tap one more thing for Una.
it
All
puts
right.
water wind,
Right?
you
I
know.
apologize.
That's okay. No worries.
Makes him discard a
tap
card
with
and
you.
puts a dude on board.
What do you want on turn?
Exact word.
I will
Water is
return
one of
Mega
these.
Sisters.
Sure.
Yeah. Gasper we can keep on the list. Thaumaturgus can come back.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
Actually,
if wind water can be nutty,
hold on.
I think turbo ice can be a thing.
Cards in hand.
I have 4.
Because, like,
Yeah.
to be
Four?
fair,
Mhm.
turbo ice was never like that strong. It didn't. Those cards didn't need to be banned. I
Yuri?
could see why.
Yeah.
They
Oh, I
made
was
the
about to say
reasoning, you know, because it wasn't fun, and we could see
But
why.
Yuri's hampered
We could
is
see
good.
it because
Yeah.
you know a couple
Good.
players have quit because of
Um,
that deck. It just wasn't fun to play against. So why should they
I
play in
actually
general?
Deshante came back though.
Yeah, Deshante came back
Okay.
because turbo ice isn't a thing.
Combat.
She wanted to play the game,
yes,
not
I'll have
watch
you
the
mill card.
opponent play.
Okay.
But like you could just play.
Attack
We're
with
not
one.
getting into this.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
He's a man.
But
will
yeah, so
activate
going
my-
down to Phoenix for
yeah, that's
the
not 5, so I activate my characters.
for the Crystal
Alright.
Cup would be a lot of fun. I will try and save up some
Uh,
money. Try not to spend any money on cards.
I'm just trying to
Go ahead.
hopefully
have you
find
milk
a
card.
nice spicy
Okay.
brew to play there instead of just either opting to play ice earth or wind water.
Also, we also have to pay attention to like getting a room there.
Yeah, Nick and I are working on it, and Jeff as well. We might do just an Airbnb since there's so many of us.
Let's
that
enter
wanna go.
combat.
Question
That's
is,
what Magic
by then,
Sisters.
can we have a team epic
I'll
assembled?
have you mill card.
Please,
what?
I want shirts. Come on, let's make it happen.
Okay. Play 3.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Um,
Yeah, I'll literally just be like, hey, I want this weekend off. Ooh, that'd be 2 weekends in a row that I would be asking off.
I'll
Because
replay
like
that pain again.
Oh well.
going back to the Turbo Ice discussion because Alfred is going back
like
on it.
that.
So let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you add in Turbo Discard, it makes other archetypes better because it makes Wind Water worse. Because there's some archetypes that are really good, but not against Wind Water. Like Fire Water is good. There's not a lot of viable builds that
Tap 1.
Okay.
Fanfrit's one hell of a drug.
Yeah.
I'll play
It's
It makes some decks
so
really hard
strong.
to come back from, you know.
I know I had probably some of the hardest troubles trying to play against Famfrits for the during the last Opus because it was just mono water,
Yeah, we should-
Famfrit,
I will
Vikings,
bottom
and
just the one.
Veritas.
Okay.
But
You know what's funny is in the mono ice meta, Fire was actually really good because a lot of the mono ice's
Can I read that real
guys were
quick?
small enough that like
Forward, you
every
can
fire guy they
go
play
ahead.
is probably going to
Okay.
destroy one of the things. And a lot of the fire cards are low cost if you're going for the haste. So a lot of times if you go against that ice matchup, you win. And another thing with going back to Turbo Ice is that best of threes. You're like, okay, I'm playing against Turbo Ice. I know what they're doing. I can play around this. So they're just really good for Swiss, and that's what a lot of the problem was. Because if you won die roll and you're going first with Turbo Ice, you're probably winning.
Play Valafort on tap my
Unless your opponent knew you're playing Mono Ice, which you're
I will
they're going
play
second,
paint.
so they know you're playing Mono
I have
Ice.
both the unit and
Yep.
the
Yeah.
I will. Cards in hand?
Yeah, the Wind Water build before had all that access like you're talking about. Lots of just cheap removal.
Aerith, Exile.
I remember Fusoya.
But yeah, the build nowadays would
Then
definitely lose to
Valifor?
or at least have a hard
Keeping
time
board?
against Turbo Ice.
Okay,
because
just remember
you're
the-
trying to
the first
set up
Valifor
your
didn't-
Riku,
I know.
your
Okay.
unit as
Okay.
fast as possible,
Activate.
So you can get your pain value in and all that jazz.
So painful.
Tap, tap.
And if you're playing the Yuri Cholinka version
pitch
as
Layla.
well, you have to
Play Yuri.
Okay.
Commit
Speaking of
to
Yuri.
the FFCC package,
Let's
which requires
cards in
setup.
F5.
And ice
Five.
really hurts that setup because you have to discard cards you're trying to hold to play your backups and all that.
Deal
'Cause you
4K
want to
to
be
paint.
at 5 backups
Yes.
for your
Exile.
Yuri to really shine.
Combat.
And when ice
yeah,
is
when
ready
you
on
get
your
combat,
parade,
how do
it's
you
hard
mark
to get to that 5 backups.
Yeah.
Attack with a gun.
Yes. Take the hit.
Go ahead.
Hitting.
Yeah, looks like Yuna is really wrecking face with the whole Magus Sisters package.
Yeah, I guess get out of here.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not really commentating on the match is because it's Wind Water versus Wind Water. Differences being one playing the FFCC package
I'll read the
with
special.
5-drop
Okay.
Yuna, and the other one is not. So I didn't feel the need to really commentate on this build because we know what's happening. Riku's getting her activations, people are coming in swinging, Yuri's getting its effect. Like,
Okay,
I don't
3.
really need to announce. We all know what's happening. Wind Water is doing their thing.
So who wins, though?
Well,
Wind Water.
I'll play Pain.
I think we all lose, Jeff.
I think, yeah, we all lose. Everyone watching, including the people playing, are losing. Everyone's
Oh,
lost. This is what it's become. This is the life we live.
Also, I like it because you know how all their symbols are supposed to represent what element they're playing? Both of them are different. Not
Oh, yeah.
Tyler's got the water symbol, Jason's got
wind.
wind.
Together, they are one wind.
So, question though. If we're looking at Windwater subjectively here, so Jason is playing the more updated version, the more common version we're going to see for the most part. What one card, if they were looking for a ban list, would really make it so the deck would still function, but it wouldn't have quite the dominance?
About 4EX.
You can go.
The fact that you can just untap all your or activate all your backups is
Or Yuna, but that hits like Mono Water and Wind Water. It makes them not as good. Like, but then again, 2-drop Yuna is pretty
What's
good.
it?
Making Fanfrit costs only 2.
yeah,
That'd be pretty absurd.
Big fan for it, only 5.
So I know for a while since, last Opus, people have been calling for both Zidane and Balfour to get the axe.
I think it's fine if Zidane stays at the moment.
Yeah, Zidane's not that big of an issue.
It's still really good, but it's a problem. But
I still think it's funny on our game earlier. I just, even though you were going to make me discard my hand, I still removed it.
right, you're drawing 2 cards a turn in this game.
4 cards
so
in hand.
Yeah.
unlike Magic, where if you're playing a Thoughtseize
Go ahead.
on
It
a body,
really hurts.
it really hurts. You're only drawing 1 card a turn. But in Final Fantasy, you're drawing 2, so your opponent could draw what they need.
Yeah, theoretically, it's still a fair card. Yes, playing it as a 3 of, and just like every time it dies, just being able to play a new one. It's real strong, but it's doable. I'd rather play against that than Valifor EX, honestly.
Right, but
If Balfour EX
Dr.
goes
Comment.
away, does the Yuri Chelenka package go away too?
Belfry's Fina.
yeah, with the Valifor. I mean, like, you could still play Asura, or you could play, you have Yasmab, but yeah, just losing the ability to just turn everything off and then untap your things and then do it again really hurts that specific
I'm
build.
going to make things 2.
Question, would the deck still function without Riku?
I'll play Poro.
Yes.
Okay.
Not as
You can go.
well.
The
End
mill
of main
variant
phase 2.
dies, but
Dull Freeze Mega Sisters.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Responses?
Nope.
Because I feel like the YRP package becomes a lot less consistent if you have to play the other Rikus.
yeah. I just think the fact that Val 4 deals 3,000 and untaps is just really good because then you can play into your Fina, you can play into your Yuri Cholinka, ping damage, and it's just really strong. But like at the same time, I'm just thinking
Cholinka.
Val 4X is
2K to your board. Exile point.
powerful. That's why I'm saying it should like be considered. I don't think it needs to be banned. I'm just saying it's like an option if we're like talking about ban discussion.
Yeah. I'd rather play against Zidane than a Valfor EX.
I'd rather play against Val 4X than Zidane. To be
That's because you
honest.
also like having cards.
Push more
in hand.
Stalin.
You're right. I
Exile
don't like
Pain?
the fact that my opponent
Exile
can see
Pain.
my whole hand. But, you know.
I just play around that.
I'd rather play against the Dane because it gives me a target for my X-Death backup.
Exactly.
That always feels good.
Oh, you're gonna Zidane me?
That is
Zidane
fine.
you!
Start combat.
Yes.
Pain.
I'll be mill card first.
Yeah, I don't think you can just ban
Okay,
one card
yes.
because like
Wow.
I'll do
I just
3K.
have to say, every
Yeah,
time
I'll
he's
activate
milled
my
right
backup.
before combat, it's been a Famfrit, it's been the Yuna, it's been... Ooh.
Swing Yuri.
Oh, I'll do mill card.
that's funny.
I'm stacked with that.
Activate.
That's strong. Hey, look, at Valfor EX. That's how he kept milling.
Wait, 2.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
stand
think
for
you
it.
can ban just one card. I mean, you can ban like Zidane for the same reason
Exile.
you
Yes.
ban Thaumaturge and Gesper. It's just not fun.
I'll take the hit.
Yeah.
But I don't
T-Bolus.
Go
think
ahead.
it's needed. Comment from Alfred. Alfred makes Yuri
7 cards
Cholinka dead.
back.
Riku makes Yuri
Oh,
Cholinka
okay.
the only build left. 2-cost unit makes all builds more EX burst heavy with Chaos Wheel unit age. So like even if you just ban one card, there's still going to be a viable list you can play. So if you really wanted to kill Wind Water, you'd have to hit like 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's healthy to have Windwater style
let's
deck in the
tap.
meta, just not quite as dominant as it is.
Okay.
So just something to make it a little bit less consistent.
It's like, you know, Puram by itself is not broken, but with the YRP package and being able to abuse
This
Fanfrit
Puram.
and
Okay.
Valfor becomes really powerful, but it in itself is not a broken
Yeah.
card. It's just
That's Alexander.
really good
On
with
your-
Fanfrit.
Valfor EX?
Oh, Valfor, it's like
You can...
Alexander on the Yuri, pretty good, especially since
yeah.
Tyler was tapped and couldn't use a Yuri in response.
Why is Fina untapped?
Yeah,
It looks like he has Yuna in hand.
Untap?
Yeah, why?
I
why
think
is-
a
why
good
is Fina
answer
active?
though, instead of
Oh,
banning
is
something
She was
from
she was
Windwater,
dull frozen
just
by
bring back
Fire
Dataluma.
Okay.
And that makes Cactuar,
Combat.
Dataluma a thing again.
Um,
And then you just, play forwards in response to the Fanfrit, so you keep the Dataluma alive, and you're able to just keep pinging
Yes. sorry, I'll be mill. And I'll take the hit.
the Porams and all that jazz.
Pitch Ninja
Jason on
and
the
Yuna.
Yokohama
Play Yuri?
Masters list.
Okay.
ahead.
Well, he did have the Asura, which I know that list was playing. I haven't seen the Yagrash yet, but he doesn't really need to play it because his opponent doesn't seem to be playing an Archer. Doesn't have an Archer at the moment. Let's see, what else did that list play? I don't have the list in front of me. So we played Alexander. and
Give me a
Asura,
second, I'll see if I can find it for you guys.
Oh, dope. Thank you.
Sure, I'll enter combat.
I forgot there was a voice in this guy.
Golfers.
Yes.
Okay,
So how many cards does Tyler actually have?
I'll pay 2.
Okay.
Prom Pain.
I think that's the list you guys are looking for.
Yeah, 2-0.
I'll cast Famfrit.
3 Balfour, 3 Fanfrit. Yeah, 2 Alexander, 3 Dabos, 3 Fanfrit. Yeah, it's looking pretty close, pretty similar to that list.
I'll play 2.
Okay.
Alfred,
I'll play
what in
Fanfrit.
your opinion would be a good ban or a good way to combat the one?
How many cards
or
left?
do you think it's fine and there's plenty of
It's game
answers,
math.
we just need to find
okay.
the deck that answers it?
Yeah, with a ditch.
It seems like a lot of what we mentioned, there's definitely a bunch of counter arguments as to why they shouldn't be banned or why bringing Dataluma back
Yeah.
is
and
not going to change anything.
All right, that ends it on that game. It looks like Jason won by mill.
that's what I thought, because it looked like Taylor only had like 3 cards left in deck. So if he just had Valfor EX to activate his Riku, use Riku, activate with Valfor, activate again, and then Tyler had to draw one. Oh, he could only draw one card.
That and Jason had pretty much Riku up the entire game, and so he was able to do more activations than Tyler was.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you guys for joining us on commentary tonight.
Thank you.
Of course.
Everyone in YouTube chat and Facebook chat, thank you for joining us. It was a lot of fun to be back.
And thanks for joining us Twitch chat, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, we got to bring that up, too.
Oh, no.
The hidden third.
Then there, I forgot we're on Twitch again.
I'm sorry, I'm at 1%. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's all good, guys. It's all good. All right. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us here at Epic Gaming. Sorry about the early issues with the sound quality there, but we are going ahead. We will be back Sunday night. I'm not exactly sure which format we are doing. We might still be doing standard, but then again, we could also be doing some title, or possibly we might have a draft. I'm not exactly sure. Our Sundays are wildcard nights, so it depends on what the community wants. Thank you once again for joining us. Have a great night.